Hello. What's up tonight, everyone? Welcome. Vilju, Rolf the MTG Man, David C. K. Knight, Regulation D, Autumn Shank, Good Pants, Shadow Titan, MTG Bot, Jay Zoller, of course, Rob the Lobster, a little cheeky. What's going on tonight, everyone? Welcome to our Thursday evening stream. Pelishos, Apex Predator, Riptide, Chicken Fajitas, Davester TM. What's going on, everyone? I'm excited to give this deck a shot. It looks like a lot of fun. Wait, you can't hear me? Oh, why can't you have my voice? Oh, we could trade sometime. My voice is controversial, I would say. There's no middle ground. People either love it or hate it. What's up, William Baden? Night Owl. What? Davey Limpa? Boppity Brown. Thoughts on making a Champion of Ronas Big Boys deck? Could be fun. So what's going on tonight, everyone? How's your day been? Are you excited about the rest of the spoilers? Diet Drew and Scones, welcome you both to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscribers. And greetings to you, Aitken, from the US. All the way from Scotland. So that means it's in the middle of the night over there or something? Battle Lawrence. Yeah, I found my voice, I think. In the beginning, it's so weird. Teemasil. There's no I in Teemasil. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. What do I think about Modern Zombies? I think it can be competitive-ish. It's not tier, but I think it's reasonably strong. Chances that my kids want to play Magic when they are older, probably a pretty good chance. I mean, if you start playing it with them when they're younger, they'll probably like it. I think it's a fun game. The Frozen South, 4 months in a row. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Yeah, I'm super excited to try out this deck. I think it looks super awesome. Thinking of fixing up Abs and Aristocrats tokens, was wondering what good our Devastation cards I should look at, or should I wait till rotation? Maybe. I mean, if you can pull off the horse with the life gain, that card seems really absurd. J Jackson 82, 4 months in a row. 5-word dream is real. It is at this point because we haven't even started playing yet. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. So I think we gotta wait as far as Turbo Fog and see the commons and uncommon dump. Do I have facial hair? Oh yes. I have a beard, and I'm very proud of my beard. So tonight we have Mardu Superfriends. Super excited to try this list out, mostly because Blightning is super sweet, and I'm excited to Blightning people. We got a lot of discard, we got a lot of Planeswalkers, got some Dark Dwellers to get back our Blightnings. It just seems so awesome to, like, Blightning someone, then get Goblin Dark Dwellers back and Blightning them again. It's like this weird Planeswalker-y burn deck, so I think it's going to be sweet. How hard is it to maintain my beard? I think it's actually easier than not maintaining it, because I would have to shave if I wanted to be unbearded. So I think it's actually easier to maintain it than not maintain it. So anyway, first off, everyone, before we get to the rest of our reminders and talk about the deck and stuff, Tuesday is 4th of July, major holiday here in the US, so no stream on Tuesday. I'm not 100% sure what that means. It might just be that we only have one stream next week. It might be that I do a random stream if I have time. The pre-release periods and spoiler time is always super busy, so I'll have to see if I can find time to sneak in an extra stream, but for now, definitely no stream Tuesday. Maybe we'll get lucky and find just a random stream time next week. La Plato, 3 months in a row. Keep up the great content. Can't wait to see some HOU brews. I can't wait to start brewing with Hour of Devastation. Seems super, super awesome. So, the mic is kind of quiet? Is it? Is the music too loud? I mean, I can turn myself up. I don't want to be blowing you out. Better? Any better? Hello? Check, 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 check. Hello, hello? The Bad Sticky, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. So, anyway, let's do our reminders. 24-hour Infect stream on Wednesday. Seems unlikely. So, Blackburn is our Much Brew deck for this week, so you will be getting Blackburn. I spent most of today editing the videos, so they'll be coming out on Sunday for Much Brew. So we do get videos for that very soon. Goryo's Vengeance is spiking like crazy, getting pretty popular online. Yeah, that's not all me though. Other people are playing that deck too, and it's pretty sweet. Why wasn't Splendid Wreck in the mining deck? So the mining deck ended up being super janky. If you're not familiar, we're talking Against the Odds, which is on the YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to that, check that out. Again, thanks to everyone who helped us get past 100,000 subscribers. So, the mining deck was a bit janky. I considered a bunch of different things. I considered a Splendid Reclamation Valakut type deck, and I found that I didn't like the fact that I couldn't play lands from my hand, which meant to kill with Valakut, we had to get the combo kill with Splendid Reclamation. We could never just get back a bunch of lands and then play a land to kill our opponent. So that kept me away from that. And then I tried the land destruction build of it, where we would donate aggressive mining to our opponent, maybe destroy their lands, and it felt just like a worse build of the normal Ponza deck. So then I was like, all right, I'm just going to like play Eternity Vessel, because Eternity Vessel is super janky and sweet, and maybe we can make this work. And I'm not 100% happy with how it turned out, but I think Aggressive Mining is a hard card. I think the deck could have been better, but it's a really challenging card to make anything actually work with. Bridge to the Afterlife. Ooh, that's some big Eldrazi. I like it. It's like mono black Eldrazi ramp. Looks pretty sweet. Anyway, oh yeah, we are blightening people like crazy. Also, Risefall. Risefall, why don't people play this? It's like a bad hymn to Turok, but it can be so good. 2 mana, discard 2 at random, as long as they're non-lands. I mean, it can also do nothing if we randomly reveal 2 lands, but it seems like it could be pretty sweet. Yeah, we're kind of low on non-damage base removal. So the deck, all right, let's do our reminders so we can talk about the deck. When am I going to play Blue-White Belcher? Was trying today, added Hallowed Fountains and Serum Visions. It might be playable. I'm expecting that that'll be Much Brew for next week because it's been pretty popular, but I haven't actually 100% checked yet. What's up, your Uncle Sam? Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber, or resubscriber. So reminders, MTG Goldfish Replay YouTube. That's where you can find all the old streams. This one will be going up tomorrow, so make sure to check that out. If you miss a stream or just want to watch something again, the normal YouTube, we were talking about Against the Odds Aggressive Mining, but we have that coming up. We've had spoiler videos all week, Commander Clash tomorrow, and next week we'll have our top cards from Hour of Devastation videos. Tomer will join me to do Commander, Richard's going to do Modern with me, and I think Chaz is going to be doing Standard, so look out for those too. And of course the merch page, that's where you can support the site and the stream, pick up a t-shirt or token. Speaking of that, we also have donations available now, so if you're interested in donating, it's kind of like my bonus fund, I guess. It goes right to me. $2 more and I get to read your message on stream, so definitely not required, but if you're interested, it's available. And one more reminder, no stream Tuesday. It's 4th of July, so we can't do a stream that day. I'm going to be doing holiday stuff, I think. So definitely a stream next Thursday, and maybe a random stream if I can find a time slot to make it work. It's really hard during preview season because so many videos with the daily spoilers and stuff, it takes up a lot of my extra time. So we'll see. We'll see what'll happen. If not, we'll definitely be streaming, do a stream for pre-release events for Hour of Devastation, which will be the following week. The Bartok 11 Bartok11, welcome to the Fishbowl. 5 months in a row says keep up the great work. Well, keep up the subscriptions. Big Soups here for our resubscriber. So let's talk about our deck. Jake is retired, whoever asked that. Lee Munsby, 2 months in a row, welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops here for our new subscriber. Tell Richard to hire you for limited content. All right, I will pass along your message, Tracy King. I didn't get to see Paul's last stream. I saw like a highlight of it or something somewhere, but I didn't actually get to watch the whole thing. Okay, Mr. Panda, 9 months in a row, says keep going, love the content as always. Well, thank you so much, okay, Mr. Panda. Definitely appreciate the support. So let's talk Super Friends so we can get into our league, and then we will be able to chat about everything and anything. Our Devastation, exciting new standard. Will Obsidat's Vengeance show up tomorrow and Saturday at SCG Invitational? So this deck is basically a Planeswalker deck, but it's kind of unique. So our main plan of winning the game are our Planeswalkers. We got Lilianas, we got Chandras, we got Ajani's, and we got Sarkhan's. And the thing you'll notice about these Planeswalkers is most of them, discounting Liliana, actually deal damage. So that's our main plan for winning, is get in some damage with our Chandras, couple damage here or there, maybe Lightning Helix with Ajani, get in some damage with Sarkhan in the air. So we have these ways of dealing damage. Then we have a bunch of spells that also deal damage, and they're like our removal spells. So we're playing bolts and helixes to kill our opponent's creatures, but combining them with Chandra damage and Ajani damage can actually kill our opponent. And then we have a ton of discard. And I'm really excited to try this out because it's not the typical discard. We got a couple of Inquisitions, but we're playing full 4 Blightnings, which is basically a Lava Spike and a Mind Rot stapled together for only 3 mana. So 3 damage and opponent discards 2 cards. And we have some Rise Falls as well, which basically the modern version of Hymn to Turok, as close as it gets. It's discard 2 at random, but land cards do not get discarded. So it's kind of a fixed Hymn to Turok. But on turn 2, we can potentially make our opponent discard 2 spells at random. Lingering Souls, backup win condition, ways to protect our Planeswalkers, and then Dark Dweller is our one actual creature. Awesome, flashing back Blightnings. It can't flash back Risefall anymore, thanks to the rules change. This is now 4 converted mana, but this deck was recent, so I think it was made after the rules change, but it is a little bit annoying, and even a couple of O's for additional damage. So that's what we're working with today. Sideboard, pretty straightforward. Graveyard Hate and Rakdos Charm, more removal, some sweepers, Kolgan's Command for general value, Firewalker for burn and aggro decks, and then Surgical Extraction, combining with our Ghost Quarters to stick it to Tron and whatnot. So that's what we're battling with tonight. I'm really excited to try it out. Devil Loki, 64, 8 months in a row, was in the hospital this week. Your great content kept my spirits up. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Devil Loki, but thank you so much for your subscription, and I hope you're feeling better, whatever was going on. Thank you so much. Big Scoops here for our resubscriber. Yeah, what's up, Brian Okafor? So, yeah, no angers in the main. We actually don't have, we have a little bit of hard removal, but not that much. So we're going to go jump in a league, see if we can win some treasure chests with Mardu Super Friends. I'm mostly excited for Blightning. Blightning is just such a sweet and underplayed card. Hi, Subjugator. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops here for our new subscriber. I would hate to think that my punts actually put one of my beloved viewers in the hospital. Blood pressure increasing, heart attacks. That's the risk you take when you watch me stream. Do I think Wizards will change the legend rule? That's based on Ixalan speculation. I'm not going to go deep into the cards or anything, because I know some people are not down for that, but my guess is yes, based on the limited information we have. I assume that it's going to change, at least with Planeswalkers. I don't know beyond that if there would be any changing, but that's my guess, is Planeswalkers are going to be legendary moving forward. I'm honestly not sure Seth is better known as Saffron Olive. I've never once heard him referred to as Saffron Olive without being preceded by Seth, probably better known as. That's true. Wait. Blister? Where's... Oh, there's Mardu Super Friends. Alright. Let's do it. Into our league. Whispers of Emrakul seems great. Whispers of Emrakul can be sweet if you get Delirium fast enough. Is Anger better than Sweltering Suns? I think the answer is yes in Modern, because Exiling is relevant against a couple of big decks. It's very important against Dredge. Also, any of the Kitchen Finks combo decks, Devoted Druids or Malairas or all that stuff, Exiling is way better there as well. I thought Planeswalkers had a special uniqueness rule that meant you couldn't have 2 Lilianas, like Super Legendary. That is the current rule with Planeswalkers, but there's unconfirmed rumors going around that the Planeswalkers starting with Ixalan are legendary, but we don't really know exactly what that means yet. We don't know if that means a rules change or we don't know because it's all like leaked information and not confirmed. So we'll have to wait and see. But the thing that makes the most sense to me based on that is they get rid of the Planeswalker uniqueness rule and just make Planeswalkers legendary, probably errata-ing all old Planeswalkers. And that would either mean they would have to tweak the ruling for Planeswalkers in specific to make it more like the Planeswalker uniqueness rule, where you couldn't have 2 Nissas or 2 Lilianas, or maybe that's what they want, and they want to see Planeswalkers. It's already weird to have a Liliana on our opponent's side of the battlefield and our side of the battlefield, so maybe like as long as it's not the same exact Planeswalker, it's okay. And that would kind of make sense with the number of Nissas we have in Standard and so forth. Maybe it's a way to make them more playable in a deck. It seems a little strange, but it would be super sweet to actually be able to play Gideon Tribal and just have like every Gideon on the battlefield at once. Also, Mirror Gallery would be super awesome if they change the rule, because oh man, Mirror Gallery Super Friends has to be the sweetest deck I can even think of. Commanders also makes a lot of sense as well. Should we play 1 Urborg in this list? Ghost Quarter tapping colorless could be a concern. Yeah, I mean, we definitely could. It's too late now. This hand's actually pretty fine. Turn 1 discard, turn 2 discard, hopefully draw mana, start slamming Planeswalkers. See how this Rise Fall, oh dear. Affinity. End of turn Flash, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Well, this is a little sketchier. Our opponent might be empty-handed by turn 2, so play the Swamp, Inquisition. Etch Champion, Cranial Plating, Galvanic Blast. Alright, so we take Plating and hope like crazy that we get lucky with this Rise Fall and get rid of the Etch Champion. And if we don't, we probably are going to be in trouble. We do not have Stony Silence, although I wish we did. Oh, come on, Risefall. Be good to us. What's our odds of hitting it? Ooh, Lightning Bolt's also helpful. Well, Planspiring Vantage. Come on. Come on, come on, Fall. Oh, this is actually super big. Come on. That's Champion and Galvanic Blast. You can do it. Oh, random effects. Come on. We know they have at least 1 land. Yeah! Oh! Oh, we did hit. Oh my god! Yes! Yes! The great... the greatest rise of all time. We hit the 2. They drew another one and we hit both. And that is a card we cannot beat. Oh my god. Whoo! Oh, we were so dead. There's no way we were gonna... Now I think we're actually favored, but we were so dead. Oh, and we get a land. Well, Crack Bloodstained Mire. Huh. What do we do with this Liliana? I guess we just kill Signal Pest? Otherwise, we tick up, discard, Sarkhan. Opponent Galvanic Blasts are empty-handed, then we just play the control game. That might be fine too. The only downside to all this is we might have to get an untapped duel. I guess that's fine. We probably need a Blood Crypt. Are we playing Liliana? Is it even worth it? We do get our opponent empty-handed. That's probably worth it. Well, if we tick up Liliana, we're going to lose it till Galvanic Blast. Alright, I guess we can wait. Let's just get a tap land. I guess we should have waited on cracking the fetch. Get a tap land. Leave up our removal. Yeah, I was thinking of discarding... No, not another Etch Champion. Fire up your Blink Moth. That would be sweet. Opponent has Vault Scourge. Yep. And there's Blink Moth. We have Ghost Quarters. Still, I think we're gonna kill the land. Let's kill the land. See what we draw. Opponent passes. Ugh, so many planeswalkers, but we can't cast them. Alright, pass the turn. We're gonna keep being patient. We might be able to get our Liliana down on an empty board and make our opponent Galvanic Blast it. That would be ideal. Welding Jar, so kill Signal Pest. What countries have I been to? None outside of North America. Canada, Mexico, US. Opponent passes. Ooh, that works out. And we drew a land. All right, things are shaping up. So Liliana. Oh man, look at this hand. We have Planeswalker Tron. Take down Liliana. Get rid of Vault Scourge. No Welding Jar is going to save our opponent from Liliana. And they're probably going to have to Galvanic Blast it. Yup. So that clears the way for our future Planeswalkers to be even better. Play Shambling Vet. Pass the turn. We drew a land. Oh man, I can't believe we hit those two Etch Champions. That was the single greatest moment of my day. Well, I think we just Chandra and start ticking up Chandra. Get out of Galvanic Blast range. Yeah, opponent blasts. Well, that's pretty fine. Chandra's at 1. We did. All right, we're in great shape, I think. Risefall was, man, yeah, it was definitely him to Turok this game. Opponent has Cranial Plating. Not a super big threat yet. Well, I think we're just going aggro. Godless Shrine, untapped. We're just going to start beating down with Sarkhan. Our Storm Breath Dragon. Yep. Getting in with Sarkhan. I guess I could have plushed Chandra first, but yeah, I guess that's technically correct. Although I can't really imagine that we'd play anything over a Planeswalker here. Yeah, we would have probably, well, I don't know. I hate to leave this early. Oh, see you, your Uncle Sam. Opponent draws a Mox Opal. More Chandras. Man, we're super close to winning. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, let's Sarkhan. Take up Chandra. Where's our Blightnings? Not that we need them. Hit our opponent to 9. And then I think we're just going to Shamble in for 2. And then we can just play Ajani and win next turn. Whew, so far so good. Get in. No Nahiri in this deck. That's the one Planeswalker we don't have. Can we... This ultimate's at 6? Well, I don't think we're going to ultimate, but we could. The ultimate's kind of questionable in a deck like this. Yes! Alright. Well, take that affinity. So what do we want against Affinity? We do not have Stony Silence. That was our very first game. Man, that Rise Fall was so insanely good. What do you think about Turbo Fog matches up against Control decks? So Turbo Fog against Control is questionable. So the upside is Fevered Visions can beat Control on its own. So that's our card that we really want to draw. The downside is our Fogs don't really do anything reasonable or important. So K-Command, I agree with that. We need our Cryptics. Also, Wrath of God? Yeah, I guess. Wrath of God's a little slow, but it's probably still necessary. What's up, Max? How goes it tonight? Surgical? What are we going to surgical, though? Just like a Ravager or something? Yeah, we do have Rakdos Charm, too. I think we actually have to go down some of our discard. Rakdos Charm gets artifacts, right? Also can get sneaky wins. I think we actually got to go down our discard because it's so easy for our opponent to empty their hand before, especially being on the play. So I think we go down our expensive discard spells, even though Fall was insanely good last game. Yeah, Collective Brutality is like that too. Collective Brutality used to be so cheap, and now it's actually pretty expensive. I think we just go like very removal heavy, maybe something like this, and take out the discard because it's so easy to Dark Magi. Maybe try refreshing. Maybe just something like this. I would like to work this, I guess Oath of Chandra is fine. Oath of Liliana, alright, maybe we just try it exactly like this. The only other card I would play is another Terminate. I don't know if that's worth it. Let's just run it like that. 97 Zeke, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Well, thank you, Nom Nom. I'm glad you enjoy it. Huh. This hand's a bit slow, but theoretically, Kolaghan's Command, Flashback Kolaghan's Command is strong. It's risky. If our opponent has to dump their hand on turn 1 and we just draw like a land. Yeah, I don't know why we have one Keldon Megalith. Anger would be very good in the sideboard. So would Stony Silence. It's a risky keep. Yeah, on the draw, I think we got to ship it. Oh boy. Should have kept it. Yep, definitely should have kept it. Odds of winning, basically 0. We did win the first game. We're very heavy dogs now in this game. Lingering Souls is a good card in the matchup. Reasonable card at least, but oh boy. Alright. Pass the turn. Opponent. Another Volscourge. Yeah, I mean, I think mulliganing the first hand was correct, but whew, this hand is not ideal. Well, play Megalith. No black mana yet. If we draw black mana, we still could get out of this. We can 2-for-1 with Kolaghan's Command, and then kill a couple things with the Johnnies and have Lingering Souls. So I don't... Despite how bad this looks, I don't think we're just dead. Just kidding. We're just dead. Oh boy. Opponent Blood Moons. Yikes. Do we have basics in this deck? I don't think we have many. Oh dear. Cold Shoulder, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. We gotta see how many basics we have. We might just be literally dead here. Oh dear. We have 2 plains? That's it? Okay, we have 2 swamps, 2 plains. 2 swamps, 2 plains. Well, I guess we're just hoping we draw into those. Odds not good. Well, it's worth being aware of this. I'm glad we learned our opponent's bringing in Blood Moon on our Moldify that we probably weren't going to win anyway. Zombie deck wins. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. So we want like swamp and then plains off the top. That would be so good. Or plains and then swamp. Well, Oath of Chandra is a card we can cast. And our opponent locked their own creature lands. So we are slowing down their clock. And they're not doing much. I mean, I think normally, if we knew about this, and we're on the Moldify, next time we have fetches, right? The deck has to have fetches. It doesn't? Oh, 1 Arid Mesa, 2 Bloodstained Mires, 1 Marsh Flats, 4 fetches? That's not a lot of fetches. Well, normally we'll just try to fetch out our basics, but we don't actually have that many fetches. Gremidar, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Opponent plays a not very threatening Ornithopter. Even just a White Source. White Source to kill this Vault Scourge with Ajani, that would go a long way right now. Springleaf Drum, okay. More stuff we can't cast. I mean, our odds of drawing one of our basics is not very high. Man, are we just going to get beat down by Vault Scourge for 17 turns? Our opponent's going to draw a threat eventually. What's in their hand? A bunch of Galvanic Blasts? More Blood Moons. Well, I guess the downside is for our opponent is they're drawing... Oh, no, deck! Oh, man. We draw a basic and it's our 1 mountain. Oh, that's not fun. Oh, boy. Yep. Now we have very fewer turns to draw something. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Well, I mean, Bolt is a card we can cast. Unfortunately, it doesn't kill our opponent. Master of Ethereum off the Springleaf Drum. Well, I mean, I think we gotta kill Vault Scourge, but we're still on a 2-turn clock. So I think we have to draw a Black Source this exact turn just to not be dead. And then we would still have to draw White Sources. Come on, deck. More Ornithopters. Dead on board. Uh-oh. Galvanic Blast. Down to 2. Oh, opponent just... Okay. I guess they wanted to play... That was weird. Micah Bird, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Oh, man. Yeah, this mana base is driving me crazy now. I didn't really look at it too much, but we actually have a lot of trouble beating Blood Moon because we only have 1, 2, 3, 4 fetches to get our basics. So we're going to really have a hard time if our opponent has a Blood Moon. Because our odds of even searching out our basics are pretty slim. I didn't build this mana base. I brewed something janky, mono blue full of draw power. Let me see, Lemon on Rye. Ooh, it's like a mono blue cycling with Gate of the Afterlife. That looks pretty spicy. I like it. I don't know how people always... I mean, if you don't... I don't think this mana is bad. It's bad versus Blood Moon, but it's good at helping you cast your spells. So if you don't run into Blood Moon, I could see 5-0ing. So are we supposed to... Do we have to... Lightning's going to be too slow. Rise, Fall... I think we just gotta... I think we gotta hope we dodge it, or that we have an Inquisition. I don't think we can fight Blood Moon. No Tibalt, that's one of the planeswalkers that didn't sneak in. Can you play Blue-White Emiria sometime? I love that deck, but I don't know what the blessed build is. I love Blue-White Emiria too. Ooh, okay. Well, this is encouraging just because we can actually fetch out 2 basics. The hand's not great, but the fact that we can fetch out basics makes me want to keep it. So let's see. Bloodstained Mire can get a swamp. Play Thopter Emiria. Thopter Emiria sounds pretty spicy. We haven't played that yet. Opponent has Mox Opal. And Vault Scourge. Yeah, I guess we don't have to crack it yet. Play Marsh Flats, pass the turn. This hand can kill a lot of our opponent's stuff. I'd like to draw more fetches to get more basics, but if we get one more, if we can find one more planes, or we don't get Blood Mooned, then this Wrath is going to be pretty good. Rakdos Charm is nice to deal with a cranial plating. Could we have a poll to have you fix the mana bases before stream? Maybe. I guess we could potentially do that. Another Vault Scourge. Opponent gets in. 4-1. And oh my goodness. So many Vault Scourges. Well, let's see what we draw. Ooh, it's a Bloodstained Mire. That's interesting. Well, let's play Bloodstained Mire past the turn. We're going to have the great fetch cracking here pretty soon. We might just Wrath next turn. We'll have to see what our opponent does. I guess we could kill Mox Opal. I don't know if that's actually worth it, though. Spurring Leaf Drum. Yep. Yeah, we've drawn like all of our basics. Steel Overseer. Well, we're definitely just Wrathing and then going from there. So opponent attacks. Oh, this is working out pretty well. We take 2. So we get Plains, Swamp. The question is, do we dare get a duel? The great fetch cracketing. Oh yeah, I will adjust for stream mode. Thank you. Well, we're definitely getting a Plains. Plains Swamp. What double black spells do we actually have? It's just Liliana. So I guess we can get Plains, Swamp, and a duel for Goblin Dark Dwellers. Alright, so Bloodstained Mire. Yeah, I think Plains Swamp duel makes sense. Get a Godless Shrine? We have double red. I guess we need another double red, double white. Yeah, whatever. Godless Shrine is fine. Actually, no. Blood Crypt. We gotta get Blood Crypt. Blood Crypt tapped. We can crack these during our turn. There's a Ghost Quarter. Well, crack Marsh Flats. Get a Plains. Bloodstained Mire. Get a Swamp. Sacred Foundry. Untapped. And just sweep away the dorks. And now we're in pretty good shape. We have a million removal spells left over for taking care of one-to-one stuff. The only thing we're afraid of is our opponent getting their Metalcraft dork. That would be a problem. Ooh, Lingering Souls. how big of a worry is Etch Champion? We could kill a mana source. Well, I think we just play Lingering Souls, flashback Lingering Souls. Seems good enough. We have a new subscriber, Mebabyte, 9 months in a row, 9 months of jank and entertainment. Well, thank you for the subscription, Mebabyte. Definitely appreciate it. Big scoops here for our re-subscriber. So pass the turn. Yeah, Lingering Souls is super good. Still worried about Etch Champion, but other than that, hey, what's up, Exokill? There's Etch Champion. Well, I guess it's just a 2/2, which makes it a little less scary. Ooh, and we get a Helix. Well, let's go attacking with everything. We'd like to get something in the graveyard to flash back with our Goblin Dark Dwellers. We might be able to just burn our opponent out of this game. We can terminate the Signal Pest. Bester and Never and Bexter and Never, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Yeah, so let's start by terminating Signal Pest. Saves us a damage. Opponent gets in. Hits us. Down to 10. Follow-up is more Etch Champions. Yikes. Well, he looks our opponent's face. Down to 10. More terminates. They're not doing much here. So let's just Dark Dweller. Flashback Lightning Helix. And I mean, I think we're presenting lethal next turn with removal backup for blockers. So hit our opponent to 7, get in with our spirits. Opponents to 3. We could also get a sneaky Rakdos Charm win. Pass the turn. Are you going to try Bantu's Last Reckoning in this deck since it synergizes with Planeswalkers and Dark Dweller? Potentially. This could be a good home for it. I mean, Planeswalkers are the place you'd want to be. Opponent. Attacks. Gets in. Yep. Well, we can just Rakdos Charm next turn, too. Another Rakdos Charm. Well, go to combat. Oh. Fires up Ink Moth. Fires up Ink Moth. Alright, so I think we just Rakdos Charm right... Oh. Well, attack with everything. And now Rakdos Charm? Yes! Rakdos Charm kill. Huh? Is this bugged? Why? Oh! It deals poison! Oh! Each creature deals 1 damage to its opponent, or its controller, and Ink Moth deals damage in poison counters. Alright, yep. Yeah, you're right. I didn't think of that. Well, I mean, it still wins us the game, but... Well, that was pretty good. Good start for Mardu Super Friends on our quest for the chests. 1-0. Got a super sweet Rise Fall, too. And this seems like it could be one of our harder matchups, so I'm glad to get that one out of the way with a win. Yeah. Well, on to round 2. Yeah, you're right. It is working as intended. I just didn't realize, didn't think of the infect. Whew, we survived the Blood Moon in game 2 to take down the match. All right, on to round 2. Yeah, the record should be updating momentarily. Current favorite standard deck. Oh, man. It's hard to say at this point. The Turbo Fog deck is really sweet. Harmonious Sky, 3 months in a row. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscribers. Same to you, Be Rich 84. Big scoops here for you as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Yeah, we'll keep this. Did I see Sun Scourge Champion? I don't believe I did. Is that a new spoiler? Deck is definitely spicy today. Rocket J, 4 months in a row. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Let's see. Oh, Sun Scourge Champion. Let's see what this does. Sun Scourge Champion, 3 mana 2/3. When it enters the battlefield, you gain life equal to its power. Eternalize, discard a card, and 4 mana. Ooh. Coming back as a 4/4 is pretty nice, even with the discard a card downside. It seems pretty reasonable. I actually like it. It's kind of this weird Kitchen Finks-esque card. Very mana intensive, but it seems like it could be good. Interesting. You do get life both times. All right, opponent has Goblin Guide. Oh, man. All the aggro decks. So you'll gain 2 life the first time. Hey, thank you, William Baffin. Welcome to the stream. 2 life the first time, 4 life the second time. The bigger thing is the Eternalize cost is pretty cheap. We have a decent amount of life gain in our hand, which is nice. Eternalize is interesting. I think it's better than it looks. I think it looks like it's super overcosted, but I think it's actually not as overcosted as we think it is. Yeah, I don't think we need Megalith. I don't know why we have Megalith in our deck. That seems super ambitious that we're gonna get value out of that. I think you gotta look at the front half of the Internalize card and hope the front half is playable. And if the front half is playable, then the back side is just a bonus, the Eternalize part. Nook323, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Eidolon's a bit obnoxious, but we can Lightning Helix it. We're drawing an Inquisition. Gotta Lightning Helix this first. So play Vantage. I think we're gonna Helix right now to avoid a Skullcrack effect. So kill Eidolon. Lose 2, gain 3. Adorn Pouncer looks solid, but I'm probably biased since I'm building a cat deck for Standard. Yeah, it seems like cats could be reasonable. He said God Pharaoh's Gift was bad, but you realize that Amakanthe printed a card to tutor for it. Isn't the tutor card... What's the name of the tutor card? I think that it's not very... I think it's a flavor thing, but I don't think it's very competitive. I can't remember the name of it. It is pretty spicy, Stu. More Goblin Guides. Opponent. Really? Well, we can Lingering Souls. We get a land. And, ooh, Dark Dwellers on top is nice. I do like that. So we drop to 13. Ajani gains us life. Dark Dweller gains us life. I think we might be able to just life gain our way through this. Gate. All right, let me pull up Gate of the Afterlife. Gate 2. All right, Gate to the Afterlife. Whenever a non-token creature dies, gain a life, you may draw a card, discard a card. Pay 2, sacrifice it, search your library for God Pharaoh Gift, put it on the battlefield. If you... Yeah, I mean, there's a pretty major restriction. It seems like it could be sweet in Commander, but having 6 creatures in your graveyard is... That's a lot of creatures in your graveyard. Opponent's down to 1 card. This is actually... I think we're actually in good shape now. Play Concealed Courtyard. So we can play Lingering Souls on Chump Block duty. Ajani Vengeant gains us 3. And kills a Goblin Guide. Then Dark Dweller gains us 3. And our opponent would need Boros Charm plus another... Well, let's see. Boros Charm plus a Lightning Bolt. Lava Spike. I think we just double chump here to be safe. Goblin Guide. Chandra on top. Chandra on top. Yeah, Scoop's Horse Tokens is a good idea. We might have to get on those in the future. They seem super flavorful. So we're still at 7. Opponent passes. So, play a Plains, play a Ajani. A Skullcrack effect would also be devastating. Ajani, a Goblin Guide. Uh-oh. Okay, Lightning Helix. Down to 4. But that puts us back up to 7. Oh my goodness. We are just barely staying in this game. Yeah, we don't take too much damage from our mana base. Lightning Bolt. Do they draw a burn spell, burn spell, burn spell? Is that what's happening? Really? Really, opponent? Oh, opponent. Well, good running. Good running. Oh, man. If our opponent had top deck like a single land, I think they lose that game, but... action, action, action. The Ace of Spades, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Well, good news is we get core Firewalkers. Philo Liege, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. And what are we going down in this matchup? Oath of Liliana seems questionable. I mean, core Firewalkers are big one. Yeah, we really needed them to draw one more land. One more land and we're in decent shape. I guess we can go down the Sarkhan. Risefall. We'll go down a... Well, yeah, we'll go down a Risefall. I think we'll try it like this, maybe. Something along those lines. I don't think that you want to sideboard in Extraction against Burn. Extraction is really only good when it's breaking up a combo. The problem with extracting like a Lightning Bolt or something is you're giving up a card in the Surgical Extraction to get rid of cards that your opponent might not even have drawn or might not ever draw, so it's inherent card disadvantage. But it's worth it if you're breaking up a combo, keeping your opponent off Tron, something along those lines. But just to use it to like try to get rid of your opponent's best cards, in a typical deck, it's really not worth it, generally speaking. Invisifield, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. I think Blightning's fine. I don't know if it's great, but it's 3 damage. And on the play, on turn 3, we're likely hitting 2 cards. I think Surgical Extraction is significantly worse than Blightning. How long will I continue to work at MTG Goldfish? Oh no, deck. Hopefully a long time. Oh man. Oh, not like this, deck. Hey, welcome, Thug Life. Glad to have you. Alright, well, I mean, we gotta keep it. We can't go to 5. I guess we keep Risefall. That's something we can do on turn 2. Maybe hit a couple burn spells. This is just so slow. think Dark Dweller is just bad. I mean, it's expensive. It's not great in this hand, but when you mulligan and have a 4-lander, not much is going to look great in this hand. We've run the green-red land destruction deck. Not recently, but we have run it before. Opponent has Swift Spear. Gets in. 4-1. I feel like we have so many good tools for this matchup, and I'm just not feeling confident in this hand at all. Inspiring Vantage. Well, Rise Fall, do your thing. Fall was insane last time. Hopefully it's insane this time, or else we might be in trouble. Any 2 spells is fine. Hitting lands, not fine. Come on, Rise, or Fall. You can do it, you can do it. You're always saying somewhere along those lines, and it reminds me of a Billy Joel song. Huh. Yes! Oh, yes. Man, it has been so good. It just gained us 6 life and hit 2 spells. Whoo, man. It is... Is this going to be the second game where Fall has literally just won us the game on turn 2? That was a pretty good hit. Opponent has Goblin Guide. Oh, apparently they're just 1 land. Well, no wonder we hit 2 spells. We really would like a removal spell. Lightning Bolt is a removal spell. Okay. Shaping up. Whew. Oh, Sacred Foundry. All right. Suspends Rift Bolt. Down to 2 cards. Well, Lightning Bolt the Swift Spear. Play Arid Mesa. Pass the turn. Sir Bossacham, welcome to the Fishbowl. 7 months in a row, says, loved every stream and video. Keep up the good work. Well, keep up the subscriptions. Definitely appreciate it. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. All right, I think things are maybe shaping up. Opponent's low on cards. We should be able to kill Goblin Guide next turn. And then we just want to draw into something that gains us a bit of life. Core Firewalker, Lightning Helix, Ajani. Opponent plays a land. We do get like a free scry, sort of, with Goblin Guide. If we don't get a land. Alright, oh man. Keldon Megalith. Yikes. Alright, down to 11. Suspends a Rift Bolt. Well, we want to draw something that gains us life. Crack this. White, white, red, red, black. So we'll just get a Sacred Foundry, I guess. Sacred Foundry tapped. Woo, there's Helix. Yes, 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 yes. All right, so we play Chandra. We're perfectly fine with our opponent killing Chandra. Are we going to do a giveaway of Hour of Devastation? I expect that we will do a giveaway for Hour. Yeah, a booster box giveaway after, like, opening it. Nastier Nate, 9 months in a row, said, hey, Seth, don't get to catch up on many streams. Love the content. Keep it going. Well, thank you, Nastier Nate. And the Mike Arnold and Teak242, welcome you both. Welcome all of you to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much, everyone. Tons of subscriptions tonight. Very much appreciated. Big scoops cheers for all of our new subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, past the turn, we're at 10. Our opponent, it's hard to envision them killing us this turn. They might actually have to throw their burn spell at Chandra, which is perfectly fine. If they kill Chandra, we gain, what, like 5 life with Chandra? The mom, I'm still trying to figure that out. Our 100,000 subs, which is awesome, came at a super busy time with all the pre-release spoiler videos. So that makes it a little harder. What are we doing? I guess we tick up Chandra. Can't cast a Dark Dwellers. Well, we're getting all of our Dark Dwellers out of the way. Play Megalith, pass the turn, hope that our opponent taps down so we can't be skull cracked, and we will just Helix their face. All right, there's Boros Charm. In response, we Lightning Helix. Go up to 10, go down to 6. Oh man, they're gonna have the perfect draw again, aren't they? They're gonna draw another burn spell. Oh man. Oh, they're just gonna have the perfect burn draws and we're gonna lose. I mean, 2 3 damage burn spells kills us. Alright, well, we're not dead just yet. What do we draw? Oh, was that all 4 of our... Was that all 4 Dark Dwellers in a row on top of our deck? Heard you're going to scream Momir until you phage and then pay your opponent $1 per subscriber. Oh, man. I will never phage. I've played Momir so long now and I've never, ever hit a phage. Calm down, Matthew. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Chandra, our opponent to 9. I mean, we got to go for it. This, we very well could lose to Skullcrack here, but we got to try it. So Goblin Dark Dweller. For Lightning Helix. Hope like crazy our opponent doesn't have Skullcrack. Helix our opponent. Oh, no Skullcrack. All right. And now we have Lethal. We have Lethal for next turn. Our opponent needs triple bolt. Triple bolt to kill us. Otherwise, we got them. And they didn't cast anything into turn. Our opponent must have lands in hand. I think we did it. I think we got there. Whoo! Plays a land. All right, they can't kill us. There's no way they can deal 9. Searing Blaze, sure. There's no 6 damage burn spell. I guess they can kill the Dark Dweller and we don't win. We put our opponent to 1 this turn. Unless we draw something. So I guess it's not just over yet. Kills Chandra. Well, that means it's over, I think. Lightning Bolt. All right, that's fine. Because now we just Dark Dweller again. So Dark Dweller. Flashback our Lightning Bolt. Dark Dweller's been pretty sweet. And I don't know if our opponent has anything they can even draw here. Play Concealed Courtyard, pass the turn. Favorite under-the-radar modern combo. Oh, there's so many. Yeah, Chandra turned out being super good. Chances of playing High Tide for Much Brew next week. I have no idea yet. It all depends on how popular the instant deck is. And we got there. So, I don't know. The Legacy option normally has a hard time winning, but it definitely could win. It's not impossible that it wins. I know our next episode for Sunday is Blackburn. And my guess would be that the blue-white Charbelcher deck for Modern will probably win for the following week, but I don't know yet. We could also potentially do it for a stream. What's up, Counter Cleric? Would like to hear your reaction to this deck. Well, let me see, Tom. Green Tronwalkers. That is very spicy. Super spicy. I will give it that. It looks like a really fun against the odds deck. The problem I imagine with this deck is there's 8 green sources, and without one of those, you can't do anything. So I imagine there'll be a lot of games where you're mulliganing to find green mana. But it looks really fun. It looks like you can... I mean, you get to cast a lot of really crazy awesome stuff. Yeah, we're bringing Blightning back. Is Ghost Quarter good in a 3-color mana base? I mean, I wish we didn't have to play it, but it's very necessary for the Modern format, with Tron being so popular. Ooh, mono green, eh? Mono green with Snowlands. It's like mono green scred. Nice. Into the North is pretty sweet in a deck like that. I wish you could make a budget Magic deck using Goblin Dark Dwellers. I'm sure we could at some point. All right, I think we're going to change things up a tiny bit. Being on the draw, I think we want to bring in a Terminate over a Blightning. Terminate, Blightning, and Risefall. I think we got to go down Blightnings on the draw, basically, as much as possible. Because they're a bit slow. And we'll try it like that. We're playing against Boros Burn, I believe. Could be Naya, but we haven't seen any green mana. Oh boy. Well, that's a card we wanted to see in our hand. Turn 2 Core Firewalker is the single best card that we can have in this matchup. So that gives me hope. And we have a million Rise Falls, too. So opponent leads on Inspiring Vantage. Monastery Swiftspear. Gets in, 4-1. Down to 19. Wouldn't mind drawing a land. That's not bad. All right, play Shambling Vent. Pass the turn. So next turn we get down Firewalker. Oh, Firewalker's so good. What's the best option for budget control in Modern? I think the blue-white Emiria is the best budget control deck. Opponent gets in with Swiftspear. Cap another one-lander. Oh, these Rise Falls. Oh, there's a land. All right. Tapped. Well, I think we still need to just get down Core Firewalker. I think that's more important. And then next turn, we can start trying to Rise Fall. Hope our opponent doesn't have Path. Would be annoying. Pass the turn. Oh, Firewalker's so good. I wouldn't imagine they'd keep in Path, even if they did have them against our deck. So this just, it mutes burn spells so well. So yes, we get hit for 3, but we gain back 1. So it turns Rift Bolt into a shock, basically. It's not impossible for our opponent to beat Core Firewalker, but it's very good, especially this early in the game. So our opponent's representing a Skullcrack. Is it worth giving up our Core Firewalker? I mean, you can always email me, Decklist, saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com. Skullcrack does prevent the protection. But if we don't block here, then we have to not block. All right, we're going to not block. We're going to not block only because we can Liliana next turn and get rid of the Swiftspear. It might be too conservative, but I think it's okay. Firewalker is really good. Opponent has a Boros Charm. All right. Yep. Well, we take a pretty big hit here. Down to 13. Opponent plays a land. Well, I think we just got to fall. Play Bloodstained Mire, crack it, get our basic mountain. And, man, fall. Come on, fall. Keep being good. Gain a life, back up to 10. Hopefully put our opponent down to 1 card in hand. Let's see. Him to Turok, is it still gonna... well, we got the Skullcrack, so that's something. Pass the turn. Since we got the Skullcrack, I think we block this turn. One card was a land. What was the other card they revealed? Mountain and Skullcrack. Oh, yeah. Firewalker's very good in this matchup. Opponent plays the mountain we knew about. I mean, we're going to block this time. If they have double Skull Crack, they have double Skull Crack. But we can't not block for the entire game. Alright, opponent has just a Lightning Bolt by the looks. That's fine. I think they were hoping to get in free damage because we were scared. Down to 8. But we can keep gaining life with our own Firewalker too. Well, play Marsh Flats. Crack Marsh Flats. Grab a Swamp. Liliana. And I think we just tick up Liliana to get our opponent empty-handed. We don't need this Rise Fall anymore. It's very dead now. What's up, Stu? So we discard our Rise Fall. Ooh, opponent had Deflecting Palm. And then I guess we just bolt the Swift Spear, gain a life. And now this makes sure our opponent can't just sit on burn spells either. No attacks yet. So now we can hopefully get our opponent empty-handed with Liliana and start attacking with Shambling Vents to gain even more life. And that hopefully will put things out of reach. Godless Shrine. Well, let's take up Liliana. Discard the Terminate. Opponent discards a Mountain. So now we get to Shamble. Still going to leave our Firewalker back. We don't got to be in that big of a hurry. Don't want to get hit by a Goblin Guide off the top or something. Not worth it. Godless Shrine tapped. Next turn we gain 2 more with... yeah, Blood Dog. I'll definitely look at it if you send it to me. I can't promise that we'll play it, but I'll definitely look at it. Take up Liliana. Discard Terminate. Opponent drew another land. Well, our opponent's... Oh, we can't play Dark Dweller. Oops. Well, that's fine. We can just keep shambling. We'll draw another red source eventually. Get in. Hit our opponent. We could ultimate Liliana, but it doesn't really do much this matchup. Yeah, we have a pretty good setup going. Opponent finds an Eidolon. Gains us a life. Yup. Well, now we can just take down Liliana. And a Lightning Bolt. Yeah. Kill the Eidolon. I'm expecting the concession pretty soon. I think we might actually start attacking with Firewalker now. I think we've gained enough life that we'd rather just try to close out the game. Because we're going to be up to 15. Our opponent, yeah, I don't even think we care anymore. And we have Lightning Bolt up if something really crazy happens. Speaking of Lightnings, I've been playing an upgraded version of Rakdos Aggro. Ooh, that deck was pretty fun. I like the upgrade. Smuggler's Copter seems super sweet. Well, we'll just keep doing what we do. Take up Liliana. Discard the Lightning Bolt. Opponent drew another land. Our opponent hasn't drawn much, but I don't even think it matters. Even if they were drawing well, I don't think they were going to get out of this. Down to 8. We play Needle Spires. And we should be able to finish it off next turn, or very close to it. Opponent passes. Take up our Liliana. Discard Megalith. Their opponent draw more lands. Good lord. Yeah, our opponent hasn't drawn anything. Dark Dwellers. Gains a life. Flashback Lightning Bolt. Gain more life. Opponent down to 5. And I feel like we got this one. We're all the way back up to 19 against Bird. Hit our opponent. Yup, down to 3. Opponent's not conceding. They have stuck this one out to the very bitter end. And there's the GGs. Ooh, well, Mardu Super Friends taking down 2 aggro decks in a row. Affinity and Burn back to back. Not a bad start on our quest for the chess. Yeah, not blocking the first time was essential in that match. Wow, that was pretty impressive. Best Cryptic deck in Modern. Ooh, I think we have a new donation. Probably, oh, I don't even know. I like the Eternal Command deck. Ice pranks myself. Saffron Olive wins the match. Love you, Seth. Well, thank you so much for the donation, Ice Pank myself. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm excited. I'm hoping we get to open some treasure chests. We might be able to do it. Best Smallpox deck in Modern. Black-White Smallpox. Also the only one. Eternal Command is probably the most fun Cryptic deck. Jeskai might be the most competitive. Or like Blue-White. Control. Alright, quick 30-second break. We'll be back with round 3 momentarily. And we're back, waiting for round 3. I've never seen Teamer Smallpox. I have seen the Mardu list, it's pretty sweet. I can't remember, when do we play? Maybe it's on one of the upcoming videos? Or maybe it was in a past video. There's one with Young Pyromancer and Crack the Earth that was pretty sweet. We might get time for a game of Momir tonight. We're heading to round 3. What time is it? 7:16? It's gonna be close. First time I've caught the stream, big fan on YouTube. Your budget Turbofog list recently got me back in Standard. Carried me to 2 4-1 finishes in Standard Leagues. Just wanted to say thanks. Awesome, and welcome to the stream, Bada Yem. I'm glad to hear you're having success with the Turbofog deck. I think it's actually really well aligned. We'll see what Standard looks like after this weekend. This is a big weekend. This is, for some reason, ever since Marvel was banned 2 weeks ago, we haven't had any tournaments. So this is the weekend. Not only is it a regular weekend, but SCG Invitational is pretty high value. So I think that's enough to motivate people to do some cool things. So I'm really excited to see what people show up with at the Invitational, which actually starts tomorrow. So Invitational tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday. A split between Modern and Standard. Yeah, Turbofog does bring out the salt. There's no doubt about that. We've never played one with nothing, but it could be a good... It could be a good deck for against the odds. I think Jeff is playing the Obsidat's Vengeance deck, or his take on the Obsidat's Vengeance deck. Have I ever played tournaments, and what's my record? I've never really played paper tournaments. And no offense taken, Jay Zoller. It is miserable to play against. There's no doubt. Why are we not in a game yet, Moto? Lurgan, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. With the new Stony Silence art, what comes to mind if you'd want it altered? Nothing has actually come to my mind with that art. It's like Stonehenge or something. I don't know what you would alter that into. Yeah, I think that's what he's playing at the Invitational. A Goryo's Vengeance, but with Gifts Ungiven and Unburial Rights over the pieces of the puzzle. Sultai Delirium in the current meta, probably fine. Turbofog Mirror, I think, is a race to Approach of the Second Sons, and you should bring in all your counters from the sideboard. I mean, I will admit that Turbofog is its own special kind of miserable, especially for Standard, because some decks are miserable and they just kill you. Turbofog, every single turn, you feel this glimmer of hope where you're like, oh man, I know they just drew 3 cards last turn. I know they got a lot of fogs in their deck, but they might have whiffed this time. And if they whiff just as one turn, I get to kill them. And they usually draw it. And then the next turn, you go through that same feeling again. Oh, I know they drew a bunch of cards, but maybe they whiffed. It's possible. They were like, they seemed kind of desperate. They were like cycling their lands. Maybe they don't have one. And then they have one. If I win this match, you'll subscribe. All right, Harbinger of me. I mean, I hope we just get to play this match. I don't know what's happening. If you don't win, I might subscribe anyway. Well, that lowers the stakes a bit. Any chance of seeing Stu on Against the Odds? Yeah, you could, like, play against me, Stu. Stu battles. Alright. What are we up against? We've played aggro so far. Ooh. We finally have a Blightning. Oh, no. Sato 2004? This isn't the Sato, is it? And he created his account in 2004? Ben Monkey, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Yeah. Hopefully it's not Sato. Gemstone Mine. Something degenerate's going to be happening. Faithless Looting. Sato is one of the best Magic players of all time. Hall of Fame player, was voted into the Hall of Fame, and then was suspended for stalling, and lost his Hall of Fame credentials. Oh, it's Dredge. Yikes. Odds of beating Dredge, super slim. Blightning, not looking good. Bloodstained Mire, go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't know if we can beat this deck, in all honesty. Opponent dredges. I don't think we have any cards that are relevant. Abzan Death. Oh, it's an Abzan Death Shadow list. Looks pretty good. You might want Street Wraith. Street Wraith seems to be a staple in the Life Loss plan. Otherwise, you also might want more. Well, maybe you get enough Shocklands. I think it looks good, though. Faithless Looting. Oh, man. Dredge. We don't even have any good sideboard hate. Surgical Extraction is not great sideboard hate for Dredge. Like, it's okay, but it's not very good. Yeah, I guess we have Rakdos Charm. That's true. Rakdos Charm, yeah. All right, so better than I thought. We don't have Rest in Peace. Our sideboard cards in this deck are so weird. It's not that they're bad. They're just weird. Horse Tribal? Horse Tribal is a pretty challenging tribe, I think. Well, let's crack this. Grab a Blood Crypt. Dark Dwellers. Well, play Godless Shrine. Tapped. Pass the turn. Sooner or later, our opponent's going to have a huge board. I think we should just scoop, probably. I didn't build the deck, Stu. I didn't build it. Oh, here it comes. Now we die quickly. Black-Red Hellbent. Oh, no, I already saw that one. Horse Tribal. Essence Warden. Sacred Prey. Terrapin. That is a horse. Looks really spicy. I think you're gonna run into problems with Metallic Mimics and adaptive automaton because your creatures aren't the same type. They look like horses. Maybe, unless they're like changed or errated to be horses, a lot of them are actually not horses, which is the struggle with Horse Tribal. 23 horses? I see like 0. Essence Warden, Sacred Prey, not a horse. Soul Warden, Soul Attendant, not a horse, not a horse. Terrapin, not a horse. Lone Rider, not a horse. I guess the Mimic makes itself a horse, so maybe it'll be alright. More Dark Dwellers. Well, Blackleaf Cliffs, I think we just Oath of Liliana. I can't imagine that this works. We should probably just go to sideboarding. Oh, Sacred Prey and Terrapin are horses. Oh, they don't say horse on them. They say other creature types. Okay. Well, alright, that makes more sense then. If they already are horses, then it actually looks pretty sweet. Yeah, I mean, it's possible they make more horses. I just want them to Arata Brothers Yamazaka to be partner commanders. I really want to play that, but it feels so weird to play one without the other. And they're not even good. It's just a flavor thing that they should do that. Norin Sisters variant, ooh, with Panharmonicon, eh? Mentor of the Meek, sweet. Blood Moon in the main. I do like that. Yeah, looks good. Panharmonicon can definitely gain a lot of life. Make a lot of Genesis Chamber tokens. Elephant Tribal. I haven't looked into it. We might be able to make Elephant Tribal. There's probably enough elephants. Cathartic Reunion. Yep. Treefolk Tribal for Modern. Treefolk is a fun tribe. There's so many untapped tribes. Actually, again, we're not going to talk about Ixalan in depth, but I'm excited for the Tribal Matters support, because it makes a lot of those janky, weird tribes a lot more possible. Opponent gets in, we take it, down to 14. Gets back more prized amalgams. I mean, we just don't have cards that do things. And our opponent has Conflagrate. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep playing. We don't have any way of dealing with this. Like, sure, we could Chandra, kill a prized amalgam, get a zombie, chump, but they're working towards this Conflagrate. We don't have any sweepers. We don't have any graveyard removal. So we're just, I mean, there's no way we can actually beat this match here, or beat this deck here. We can go to sideboarding, and we get to bring in Surgical Extractions. We get to bring in Rakdos Charms. Those are our big ones. Never keep a hand without artifact enchantment removal, just like never keep a hand without Dredge Hate. Well, we don't even have Dredge Hate in our deck. So we're going down Oath of Liliana, going down Oath of Chandra. I guess our Dark Dwellers are fine because they can flashback Extractions and Rakdos Charms. Man, this is actually pretty bad. Our discard isn't good because our opponent actively wants cards in their graveyard. So we kind of have to... Oh, boy. We're going to be playing some dead cards, which means we're probably got to keep in the Oaths. All right, so out of the rest of our sideboard cards, we need 2 cards. Sell me on 2. Wrath is the leading vote getter. I mean, I guess Wrath is fine as a way to reset and then maybe nuke the graveyard. I don't think Rise Fall is keepable. I don't think either are against Dredge. Serving Spoon, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. All right, we can bring in the 2 Wraths. How's that look? That looks pretty good. All the graveyard hate and the 2 Wraths go down all of our discard. We do not have Angers. I kind of wish we did, but we do not. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is fine. We're just hoping we have a Rakdos Charm in hand. The sideboard is very weird. We have weird options. Like, normally, you'd see Stony Silence, Rest in Peace, Ley Lines, maybe. Not much discard either. We have 2 Inquisitions in the main. I guess we're leaning on our, like, Blightnings and Rise Falls instead of the targeted discard. That's an ambitious plan, Jay Zoller. Core Firewalker to host Conflagrate. Alright, we get to play first. Come on, Graveyard Hate in the hand. Okay, I mean, Extraction is the worst of our Graveyard Hate, but it's still Graveyard Hate. We're going to have some weird questions as to when we cast it. I don't usually bring in Graveyard Hate against Dredge, so is the right thing to do Do we just try to hit their first dredger to keep them from dredging? Or do we try to get rid of an actual threat like prized amalgam? Canopinolo, what's going on? Welcome. Hit the first dredger, says Stu. Alright, Stu. I'll take your word for it. Yeah, let's Bloodstain Mire. Pass the turn. Hopefully we draw the required lands to get Liliana down on turn 3. Well, let's see what our opponent's got. Street Wraith? Yeah, Street Wraith is a thing. We brought in all of our graveyard hate. Yeah, I mean, Narcomoebas and Bloodgas are helpful. I think those are their two main ways of getting back prized amalgams and so forth. Stomping Grounds, untapped. Conflagrate. Alright, Conflagrate just to get it in the graveyard. Alright, so now chat, what do we do? Is that what we usually just do? Oh, well, I'm glad you like it, Puff. So are we really supposed to extract the Conflagrate? Ignore Conflagrate? Alright. Everyone's on the ignore Conflagrate plan. Crack Bloodstain Mire. Grab a Blood Crypt. Tapped. Ooh, that's good. Well, play Marsh Flats, pass the turn. Hopefully, well, let's see. Liliana's not horrible, I guess. I don't think we Ghost Quarter there. I think they do have some number of basics, probably like 1. And our Surgical is very valuable. We don't want to lose it for nothing. Where were you 2 minutes ago, Stu, when everyone said don't hit Conflagrate? Literally every single person said not to, and you weren't here, Stu, to keep me in line. What do you think about this spicy Legacy deck? Stoneforge Spy Kit. That is spicy. Opponent plays Insolent Neonate. Okay. Well, I guess we can still hit it, Stu, if that's what we're supposed to do. How are we? Mask of the Mimic. Sack a creature. Search for a copy of target creature. For any copy. Wait. Oh. That is weirdly worded. Sack a creature. Search your library for a copy of target creature. Has the name of all non-legendary creatures. So, Spy Kit on a creature. You sack it to Mask of Mimic, and you can get your Blightsteel Colossus. I did not know that was a combo that exists. It's really cool. I don't know if it would be competitive in Legacy, but that's one of the more unique combos that I've seen. Where are you, Stu? Alright, we'll keep waiting then. Crag Marsh Flats. Get a Swamp. Spiring Vantage. So now what? I wish I had Chipotle. Is it worth? Is it worth? Oh, it's so risky. Isn't it pretty risky to let our opponent discard? This seems like a sketchy plan. Because our opponent has... They have Neonate. So if they discard a Dredger, they just dredge. I don't think we can take it up. Can we take down Liliana on Insolent Neonate? Then they kill it with Conflagrate? I think we gotta... Oh, man. Oh, awesome, Blood Dog. Yeah, I think that we gotta take down. Make them Neonate now. So now should we just hit the loam? I guess? Yeah, I guess we have to. Make sure we clicked properly. So surgical the loam. Keep our opponent from dredging. Oh, their hand is horrible at the moment. 2 Bloodghast and Ancient Grudge. So loams are gone. Alright, maybe we got a slim chance. I'm glad we didn't tick up. Hopefully we find more graveyard hate. Alright, loam's gone. Opponent gets to draw. Pass the turn. Yeah, having a clock would be helpful. But our opponent's not going off yet, which is nice. And they didn't have a land for Conflagrate, unless they just drew one. Another Neonate. Opponent passes. Oh, boy. That's the card we were looking for. Yep. So take up Liliana. Now we're definitely taking up. Discard the... Ghost Quarter. Opponent discards a Narcomoeba. Play the Plains. Pass the turn. I feel a little better about where we're at now. Actually beat some meta decks with Mask of Mimics combo. Sweet, Rolf the MTG man. The combo's so unique. I really like the idea of it. Well, hopefully this Rakdos Charm wins us the game. Opponent has Faithless Looting. Okay. Is this discard 2 Bloodghast? This is game 2. Go Gary Thug, Bloodghast. Alright. Oh, the Neonate, though. The Neonate makes this so complicated. Opponent gets back Bloodghast. Yep. Probably going to hit Liliana. Alright, so I think we have to Helix the Neonate and then nuke the graveyard and trust that we can beat Bloodghast. So Lightning Helix, make our opponent sack the Neonate. What do they discard? Ancient Grudge. And then exile the graveyard. Whew, now hopefully we can find a way to... Hopefully we can find a way to beat 2 Bloodghast. Oath of Chandra. Kill the Bloodghast. Play the land. Take up Liliana. We get rid of the Dredger forever. We knew our opponent only had Bloodghast in hand, so I think getting rid of the Dredger is correct there. If our opponent has the Dredger in hand, they can just... They're one draw away from just going off again. Alright, opponent gets everything back. So we'd like a... Goblin Dark Dweller would be nice. Something to deal with the Bloodghast. Gets back a Bloodghast. Oh man, we're so close to getting out of this. Well, take down Liliana. Maybe our opponent will try to crack the fetch, hopefully, and then we get rid of the Bloodghast. The problem is they can just leave it up and then wait for another land to play around it. We'll see. Hopefully they get greedy and are like, oh, we can get in damage if we sack it right now. Oh my goodness. Whoo! Oh lordy. Yup. Whoo! They did it. They didn't wait. There goes your Bloodghast. Their only card in hand is a Prized Amalgam. They can't cast. Oh, we're picking our opponent apart bit by bit. Do they have any basics? They have 2 mountains and a forest. So they have plenty of basics. Oh, that was so good. Yup. You can get your land opponent. That's fine. I guess they can cast the Bloodghast, which can kill our Liliana. Oh, no, they can't. Or cast the Prized Amalgam, I mean. Well, things are shaping up. We just need a threat. Hey, speaking of threats, Lingering Souls. Flashback Lingering Souls. That gives us a way to close out the game. I think we stopped ticking up Liliana now. I don't really want... We know they're just going to discard a Prized Amalgam. I don't think that's helpful. Yeah, we did draw a good combination of cards in a row. Opponent finds a land. Cracks it. Gets a mountain. Yeah, I don't think we really... I think we benefit our opponent by taking up, because they apparently can't cast the Prized Amalgam. But it could come back if they get it in the graveyard. Alright, opponent conflagrates. Gets rid of our Liliana. Well, this is much less scary without any... life from the looms to get back lands. We know our opponent's hand's pretty dead. Get in. Pass the turn. Well, I don't know. However, whatever we did seems to be working out. I don't know if it was all the perfect lines, but it feels like we're in a pretty good position now. And terminates moderate. Another Planeswalker would probably be good. Godless Rangu. Yeah, they have Prized Amalgam and whatever they've drawn the last 2 turns. Yeah, Lingering Souls is so good, Aleros. It's very strong. Does this conflagrate to kill our Souls tokens? Just discard everything? Double Prized Amalgam. Alright, well, if our opponent can ever trigger that, or if we never draw a threat... Oh, man, come on, deck. Watch our opponent draw, like, Faithless Looting. That would be brutal. Come on, threat. Ajani is a threat. That works. And it triggers our Oath. So this is actually pretty close to killing our opponent, because we get 2 damage from this. And I mean, I guess we just Helix, try to get this game closed out, hit our opponent to 4. That's actually our worst Planeswalker here, I think. But still, it is a... Oh, our opponent scoops it up. Wow, we found enough graveyard hate to get through. Oh my goodness. Whew, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, we're staying alive on the 5-0 dream. Yeah, Blood Dog, I can, let me see. I'm not seeing it. Did you send it to saffronolive at mtggoldfish.com? Because I actually don't see the email. Coronolands, 2 months in a row. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Yeah, I think we keep it like that. I mean, Liliana is better than our other options, I think. We're 2-0 right now. 2-0. And we're 1-1 in this match against Dredge. And we got a Surgical, which is a piece of graveyard hate. And we actually have a clock, to some extent, with Lingering Souls. Yeah, I could imagine the Dredge deck wanting a blue source. This deck could play a blue source too for the other half of Risefall. Copperline Gorge, Faithless Looting. Alright, Surgical, what are we doing? Ugh. Well, I mean, I think we just gotta hit the Blood Gas. I think. Well, we can untap. More Ghost Quarters. Yeah, I think we gotta do it. They're actually kind of a big threat. Hand has no Dredgers, which is good. They can Cathartic Reunion next turn, though. But I mean, they only have 3 Narcomoebas left in their deck to really keep getting stuff back. I guess they have this Scourge Devil as well. But alright, Blood Gas down. Pass the turn. Opponent cracks Bloodstained Mire. Thoughtseize. Yeah, well, we don't have any more graveyard hate. Yeah, I'm not seeing your email. I double checked. It's definitely not there. You can try resending it, unless you sent it a long time ago, but I definitely haven't gotten one since we've been streaming. Pikuri, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Lingering Souls, eh? Interesting. That actually just lets us flash it back. So Concealed Courtyard, I mean, we're going to flash it back. If they conflagrate our tokens, whatever. We might have to Ghost Quarter ourselves to get red mana at some point if things don't turn around. I'm not sure, Full Metal. I don't know if I can actually do a search right now while I'm live and streaming very easily. Bone has Faithless Looting. So Rakdos Charm off the top would be sweet. Oh, man. Whoa, those were the draws. Golgari Thrug and Prized Amalgam. Good hits. Terminate, not good hits. Well, get in with our spirits. Play Shambling Vent, pass the turn. Mana's looking pretty rough. Ziggy Prime, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Man, if we can find one more surgical for Narcomoeba, I feel like we're in pretty good shape. Or just Rakdos Charm. Just started playing Dredge, but I mainly play Storm. I notice that most lists run basic mountains. Do they just not care about Blood Moon? Well, once you get your graveyard going, you can usually do pretty... Oh, no. Usually do pretty well even without any. There's the hit. Man. Dredge, Dredge, Dredge. All the prized amalgams. Oh, we're going to lose now. Yikes. That's not ideal. Well, I guess we could draw Wrath would be good, but our opponent's getting a massive board now. And we don't have very much going on. We do not have Anger. I wish we did, but we do not. Here comes the dorks. All the dorks. And our opponent found more dredging. Dredges. Dredges. They found a loam. Yeah, we're in serious trouble now. Jeez, they found a lot of the cards that they wanted off of that. Plays a Dakmor Salvage. Here comes all the prized amalgams. I mean, Wrath is okay, but we... Oh, Dak. Really? Well, looking like this might be how it ends. We gave it a shot, but this time we've run really poorly. We've just drawn Ghost Quarters essentially every turn of the game. Yeah, I think this is pretty much the game. I mean, we Ghost Quarter ourselves to what? Helix a prized amalgam? That's like, I guess it's a thing we can do, but I'm not sure that that's... I don't know if that's worth it. I mean, we probably have to just because we don't have other options. Opponent loams, gets back all their lands. Are they just going to conflagrate our blockers? I mean, we won't scoop yet, but we're going to need a really good chain of draws to even stay in this game at all. So what are we even drawing towards? Hoping to draw a Wrath off the top, I guess? Our graveyard hate's a bit late. Here comes Conflagrate. Yup. Oh boy. I mean, yeah, I guess we gotta do this. Oh, we're so light on things that matter. Get a mountain. Helix a prized amalgam. So what can we draw? It probably starts with Wrath. More lightning helixes. Well, play Ghost Quarter. Pass the turn. Opponent only has 16 cards in their deck, so they can't do too much more dredging. But Conflagrate is still a problem. Opponent dredges down to 11 cards. Gets back Loam. I mean, maybe we can just kill our way through the prized amalgams, sort of. That seems like a long shot, but... I mean, we can only kill one thing this turn. Oh, wow. Faithless looting. Is our opponent going to keep dredging? They are. Dredges. Well, they're going to have to win pretty soon because they're getting very low on cards. Gets a Narcomoeba. They have one card in their deck. Is there a chance that we get out of this? Triggers prized amalgam. Is there a chance that we survive this? Opponent goes to combat. So we Lightning Helix the prized amalgam. Take a bit. Oh, man. Oh, we can Ghost Quarter. Does that let us win? It might. Oh, my goodness. The Ghost Quarters are going to pay off. We draw Terminate. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we go to 1. Oh, wait. Alright, let's think about this. Yeah, I think it works. Well, we couldn't use our Ghost Quarters before, but now we can. We Ghost Quarter the 2 red sources so they can't... The 2 red-green sources so they can't conflagrate. Oh, Loam, though. Do they have Loam in hand? But they won't have green mana. I think that's what we gotta do. So we play Ghost Quarter. And if they search out a land, they mill themselves out, so they can't. Ghost Quarter a Copperline Gorge. I think this is gonna work. Ghost Quarter the Copperline Gorge. And then just pass and terminate? I think they have to have a... If they have a land in hand, then maybe Scourge Devil gets us. Oh, no! Huh? Wait, what? How is this happening? I'm so confused. Oh, they got it back from the last ones. Yeah. Yeah, so we're just short. That does it. Yup. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Well, that was pretty close. We almost found a way to do it without drawing hardly any of our good cards, which pretty good. We just didn't draw... Yeah. Our sideboard, I think, is coming back to haunt us a little bit. Well, update the record. Still 2-1. And a super close, hard-fought match against Dredge there. That was really, really close. All right, we get to play first. Oh, Dak. We get to mulligan. Oh, man. Why can't whoever made this deck just play... Just play fetches like a normal person. D Laughter, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Oh, boy. Well, I mean, I guess we hope we... Can we even keep this? I guess we got to go to 5. This hand is so bad. All right, we can scry into mana, I guess. Oh, dear. We got to keep it. It's a land. It's not good, though. Play a swamp. Pass the turn. Harbinger of Me, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops here for our new subscriber. I mean, I think the deck has been doing pretty well. It's a little weird to not be playing more fetches. This draw is absolutely brutal. Opponent. Is this... Oh my goodness. It's Boggles. Well, this is going to be fun. Conceal Courtyard, go. So we got to draw Liliana off the top. I mean, we can draw Liliana. Liliana would be good. That's our relevant card. Cartouche of Solidarity, okay. Liliana, less relevant now. Opponent gets in for 2. We're just not going to cast anything. Daybreak Coronet, okay. That speeds up the clock a bit. Yeah, I'm not even sure what we can draw here. Opponent gets in. Down to 13. We need to draw lands and answers, and that's... I mean, we can Lingering Souls for chump blocks. Maybe. Pass the turn. Yeah, Boggles is really annoying. Yeah, there's some weird mana-based decisions and weird sideboard decisions, but the deck does a lot of cool things and has a lot of powerful stuff going on. It seems like it could be tuned up a little bit or touched up a little bit, but I think it feels pretty good for the most part. Opponent cracks Horizon Canopy. There goes our chump blocking plan. Gets in with the Boggle. And I think that's it. There's no draws of goodness in our deck. Lightning Helix, can't cast it. Yup. Well, that was a quick one. Whew. Well, do we have anything relevant against Boggles? Not especially. Nothing that kills enchantments. Nothing. I mean, we got 2 Wraths, which can be good if our opponent has a bad draw. Yeah, I don't know what meta this deck was tuned for. I think it's on the homepage. It's on the homepage for me. All right, Blood Dog. Is it a Jeskai deck? I see a Jeskai deck for Modern and a Green-Red Madness deck for Standard. Oh, yeah. So we can bring in the 2 Raz. I mean, I guess we have Oath of Liliana and 2 Lilianas, which are good. Inquisitions are good. Our discard can kind of be good. I would much rather have Thought Seizes and so forth, but I think we go down Sarkhan and Dark Dwellers. And we probably just... I mean, maybe we even bring in Surgicals. They can get rid of like Rancor or something, or if we somehow make them discard a Boggle or kill a Boggle. We just don't have many great options. So I feel like we can afford to cut other stuff. Like, our removal's going to be mostly dead. Terminates, we can go down. And maybe another Dark Dwellers. Maybe just try it something like this. Alright, let's try it like that. Will I ever play more than one league per stream? I don't know, Delusional Kraut. The big problem is I just don't have time to do a ton more streaming and still do all the other content. So that's the... Well, we got a Liliana. That's one of our best cards. So that's the biggest problem. Oh, yeah, I think you need 2 Gs in there, Blood Dog. That's probably why it's not getting to me. Am I good at mathematics? I mean, I'm like reasonably okay at not super complicated mathematics. Also, like decent at statistics type stuff. Alright, Blood Crypt. Untapped. Gonna leave up this Helix. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have a second Boggle. That would be bad. Cartouche is fine. Alright, Cartouche is fine. So now, hopefully we just kill the Warrior, kill the Glade Cover Scout, and our opponent doesn't have any more action, and then we win. That's the idea anyway with this draw. Opponent gets in. Oh, no! My God. Alright, well, we gotta draw another Liliana now. Oh, man. Double Boggle. Well, Liliana, take it down. That's all we can do. Jeez. Jeez, opponent, really? I think you can just replace sleep with caffeine and more and stream more. Yeah, it could be a possibility. I'll have to think about it. Quantar, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Oh, the double Boggles. Well, we killed one. So we have Oath of Liliana, we have Liliana, we have Wrath of God. Those are our 3 cards that are good. Lingering Souls might buy us some time. Liliana's down. Oh my goodness. Well, now we really just need Wrath of God. Our opponent's apparently just drawing all the Boggles. That should mean they don't have many enchantments to put on them, but still. Yeah, they have Dryad Arbor access too. Opponent cracks Horizon Canopy. The Green-Red Madness deck. Yeah, it looks pretty sweet. Looks like you can get in a lot of damage early with the Noose Constrictors and Flame Blade Adepts. So I think it could work as like a sweet aggro deck. Yeah, I think it has budget magic potential. Opponent gets in, 4-2. Yeah, Wrath would be great. We would love a Wrath. Lightning Bolt, not so great. So I think we actually have to go try to race. So get in with our spirits. I mean, I think this is our best bet here. It's so unlikely to work because they'll draw something that gives lifelink, but play Dark Dweller. Flashback Helix at our opponent's face. Down to 10. And we actually have, I mean, we're not that far away from Bolt, Dark Dweller Bolt, like the most expensive Bolt Snap Bolt ever. Opponent cracks a Windswept Heath. It's pretty risky to count on blocking with Needle since our opponent's deck is full of auras that'll make this bigger. So just passing our entire turn and hoping that they don't have another aura seems too risky. I think we're better off hoping our opponent doesn't have something that gives lifelink and trying to kill our opponent. Opponent's getting all the Horizon Canopies. Yeah, I hope we don't draw Surgical Extraction here. That would not be good. Opponent. Wow, what's in our opponent's hand? Rise Fall. I mean, let's go attacking. Hit our opponent. If they don't block, they're dead. Opponent takes it. Whoa. Whoa! Are we going to steal the win? Bolt your face? Woo, boy. Oh, boy. We got there. Wow. Okay. Well, Stu, since you're a hater of... Yeah, Dark Dweller is so sweet. Since you're a hater of Surgical Extraction, what is better in this matchup? What should we play over it? That's kind of the problem, is we don't have a lot of options. And it feels less bad than some of the other stuff. The 5-0 Dream is not alive. You think it's that bad, Stu? You just play more Dark Dwellers or something? We don't have Anger of the Gods, unfortunately. Yeah, of course, Al. Feel free to send me a link. Really? Colligan's Command? You think so? Alright. Colligan's Command Dark Dwellers back in. Sure. Oh, man. I don't like our chances. The good thing about Boggles is they can always get the Boggle hand and not draw one of their Boggles, and then they can't win. Oh, boy. You can send it to saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com. Jeez. The only reason I'm even thinking about this is Wrath of God. But this hand is so clunky. I think we gotta ship it. Well, this hand doesn't have the interaction we want, but we do get to scry. I don't think Rise Fall is going to be good enough here. I think we need Liliana's and Wrath, so we're going to put it to the bottom. Well, definitely glad we did that now that our opponent has Leyline. Thankfully, that does shut down. Now we just need Wraths. Wraths is about it. Vexos 3211, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Well, Marshflats go. That Leyline cuts down way more of our outs. It's going to be super hard to win. We have 0 ways to kill an enchantment in the 75. There's a Rancor, speeding up the clock. And Ethereal Armor, further speeding up the clock. I don't even know if we live until we could draw Wrath, and our sacrifice effects don't work. I feel like our opponent just got basically the nut draw against our deck. The few outs that we do have are pretty much cut off. We continue to draw Lingering Souls. Not going to block this Trampler. We're on a 2-ish turn clock. We can't even target is the problem because of Leyline. Oh my goodness. This is literally the nuts. Oh man, Boggles is... Ha! Yup. Yeah. We even drew the Wrath of God, and it's just not anywhere near good enough, so that's game. Well, that's Modern. Decks can get really random nut draws that you just can't beat, so... Well, we're heading to round 5, 2-2 after a good start. We beat up on aggro creature decks, and then we lost to 2 combo decks. The match against Dredge was super close. The match against Boggles was not even a little close. Yeah, I wish Innocent Blood was in Modern. That would be a sweet card to fight against Boggles. Yeah, this is an instant deck, so I didn't build it. We're just testing it out, see how it works. In the dark, I think this hand is fine. I wish we had black mana, but when you don't play many fetches, you run into some of these issues. So I will say, what's up, Cavern Skulker? I will say that one of the biggest things we've learned about this deck is the mana base definitely could be better and the sideboard could be better. The rest of the deck actually seems pretty reasonable, and I think we got a decent amount of good stuff going on, but mana base and sideboard could use work. Which, oh. Wow, this is like standard spirits. Selfless Spirit, Rattle Chains. Well, I think we just take Drog Skull Captain and try to kill everything else. Drog Skull Captain's pretty obnoxious. Yeah, Boggles is just a kind of miserable matchup. No Pentromanian, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscribers. Yeah, this is like straight blue-white spirits. Looks pretty sweet. Well, thankfully we get to just start killing stuff. If we can just kill everything. So we can terminate again into Chandra, into hopefully Dark Dwellers. Opponent's on the all colorless land draw. Gonna make it hard to cast their stuff. We're on the Ghost Quarter draw. Pass the turn. Moorland Haunt does get annoying over the long game. How often do you revisit past decks with revisions? I'm the guy built green-white Emiria pile, going to be tuning it, shooting for another decent finish. We do it at some points. I mean, I don't think it's not super common because we usually cycle through new decks, but we do revisit them. And I love Emiria, so I would try another take at green-white Emiria with some updates. I like the idea of green-white Emiria. I think the idea is very sweet, and it has like some really potentially powerful stuff. But one of the things, like, we play a lot of first drafts, basically. We play decks from small tournaments, decks that put up one finish, and basically just a lot of them are not finished products yet. It's not that they're bad decks, it's just that they haven't gone through a million games by thousands of different people and all the testing that decks go through eventually. I want to see mono white non-budget Emiria. The problem with that is there's not much more you can do on a budget. Or in mono white, the budget isn't really holding it back that much. You can do little bits of things, but not a ton of stuff. Interesting. What do we do now? We know our opponent can give their thing hexproof. So I think we just Rise Fall. Rise Fall our opponent, and then we can add mana with Chandra, Goblin Dark Dweller. That seems good. So fall our opponent. Make them discard. They probably play Rattle Chains. I think this line works out pretty well for us. Our deck seems pretty well positioned against creature-y decks. It feels like we have a lot of good stuff going on for aggro or mid-range creature decks. And it feels like the discard could give us a shot against combo decks as well. So here comes Rattle Chains. Gives hexproof. Discards 2 pass. So we take up Chandra, so we play Ghost Quarter, take up Chandra for mana, which lets us Goblin Dark Dwellers, and then flashback terminate on Rattle Chains. And then I think we're pretty far ahead. Man, Dark Dwellers has been super sweet. It's been very powerful. So kill Rattle Chains. And pass to the turn. Are you not forgiving Havareth for Boggles? Huh? Yeah, there's definitely some big advantages to being blue-white. I just don't know what you add to the mono-white build. Like, even if you had unlimited budget, there's not a whole lot of other cards, I think, that are worth adding. What do you think about Samet and Tooth and Nail? Yeah, it's a thing you could do. I just don't think it's better than Xenagos if you're going to just go for the combo kill. So I think that's the biggest challenge is Xenagos kind of does the same type of thing, but better. Take up Chandra. See if we can hit some... Ooh. Alright, well, Blightning. Whatever. Blightning our opponent. Actually, do we Blightning? This gets exiled, right? Yeah, I guess we have to, or it gets exiled. Alright, we'll Blightning. So, Blightning our opponent. Get in with our Goblin Dark Dwellers. We might Ghost Quarter ourselves to get black mana. Oh, I hate doing that. It feels so bad. Ghost Quarter's black mana to kill the Nibblegast Herald. Yeah, I think we're going to do it. Yes, yes, yes. The worst rampant growth of all time. Get a swamp. Terminate the Nibblegast Herald. What do you think of Mardu Reanimator in the current standard? I think it's much better now than when the format was dominated by Marvel. So I think that's the good news. Downside is there's a lot more reanimation or graveyard hate in the format now, which is going to make it riskier. It's not too bad right now, but it'll be even worse once Hour of Devastation actually releases. Yeah, we've been ghost quartering ourselves like crazy, which is one of the reasons. I mean, if we were against Tron or something, we would do it less, but as one of the reasons, wow, when our opponent scoops it up, one of the reasons I feel like we should maybe have a better mana base. So winning with Turbo Fog, but what suggestions you have on boarding against Control? So against Control, you probably want to bring out Fogs and bring in whatever finishers you can bring in and all of the counters. And the best thing you can do is stick something like Fevered Visions. That's the main game plan against Control. If you can stick a Fevered Visions and protect it from like a cast out, there's a pretty decent chance that that will win the game all on its own. Yeah, Razakath is pretty sweet reanimation target. We have not done Cruel Reality yet, but I'm sure we will now that we have even more new curses. Do you think Living End has a shot in the current modern meta? Yeah, Living End's fine. It is very powerful and has gotten more powerful thanks to Amonkhet and the new Cyclers, which have sped up the deck and made it more easy to finish the first turn after you Living End. But it still has the same issue of Graveyard Hate is very good against it. This Swamp is from Masters Edition. I'm not 100% sure what the paper version is. Someone probably knows. Oh, awesome, Deltora. Turbo Fog is really fun for the person playing it. So what do we want against this deck? Probably just more removal. Seems like the most likely thing. Might go down some Blightnings on the draw. Kolaghan's Command is a... Well, we did see Ether Vials. It kills some stuff. Well, maybe we go on all the Blightnings. And Sarkhan? Maybe something like this? Well, I guess those aren't 4-drops. Alright, that's fine. There's another Terminate. Alright, Terminate over Oath. Let's try it like that. Yeah, people really like the Fog deck. It's pretty powerful, and it's pretty budget-friendly. Removal.hand. I guess this is fine. Ah, it's a Portal Swamp. Alright, we'll keep this. So if we pull off this win, we get the 3-2, which means we get a treasure chest. Only one, but still, treasure chest to chest. You never know what that one could be. Saffronolive at mtggoldfish.com is my email. Alright, awesome, Blood Dog. I look forward to checking it out. There's an Ether Vial. Let's our opponent do a bit of cheating on mana. Well, Inspiring Vantage, go. We have tons of ways to kill things, though, which is nice. Ether Vial, ticking up. Yeah, Turbo Fog is very slow. If you don't like really slow, grindy matchups, it's probably not the deck for you. Pass the turn. Vials in. Mausoleum Wanderer. Yup. Would like to kill Mausoleum Wanderer. Opponent gets in. Hits us for 1. Well, let's go for it. Terminate. Worried about Rattle Chains or Selfless Spirit. There's Rattle Chains. Pumps the Mausoleum Wanderer. Down to 3 cards in hand, though. Well, let's play the Plains, and I think we're just going to Rise Fall again. Fall our opponent. Hope to get rid of 2 action cards. Fall has been pretty good. I will say, it's actually won us some games. So our opponent going to Vial something in and then sack Mausoleum Wanderer. Phantasmal Image. Alright. Sure. Pass the turn. Apparently our opponent has 2 action spells in hand. Well, hopefully we can just kill their board and win this game. I wanted to play around the Mausoleum Wanderer. Thinking of doing Smallpox kind of deck like the one you did a while ago. How strong do you think it is? It's pretty good, I think. It can definitely beat a lot of real decks in Modern. And it's really fun and unique, so I would encourage you to try it. Inspiring Vantage. Oh, this is all kinds of weird. Well, let's... Oath of Shan... Well... Sacred Foundry, untapped. Oath of Chandra. To get rid of Mausoleum Wanderer. So Mausoleum Wanderer, dead. Alright. And then we still have Terminate up. Have you already thought about playing Enduring Ideal deck with Overwhelming Splendor, Dragonstorm, and Dovescape for the hard lock? Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I want to try Solemnity, Phyrexian Unlife too. Seems really good. Has the new treasure chest EV been calculated? Is it better or worse than before? I don't think it's been calculated yet. GoatBots does a good job of calculating it, but it usually takes a few days after there's updates, and it hasn't gone into effect yet, so I assume by the time it actually goes into effect, GoatBots will have an update. Opponent gets in with the Rattle Chains. Still 3 cards in hand. Apparently all action cards. Play Inspiring Vantage, pass the turn. We're going to try to kill stuff and then Lingering Souls next turn. Alright, let's see what our opponent does. No counter. So, Helix the Rattle Chains. Opponent Vials. For Drog Skull Captain. So, Terminate. Come on, don't have another one. This is a battle here. If we win this battle, we should be able to win the game. But if we lose it, whoo, yes. Yes, 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 yes. That's exactly what we need to have happen. Favorite Eldrazi, probably Thought Not Seer. I really like Vendilion Click, and it's kind of the Eldrazi version. Well, we still can't cast Liliana, but we can Lingering Souls. And Flashback Lingering Souls. Gives us some good blockers against the Spirit deck. I like Ojutai's Command as like maybe a 1 of or 2 of in Blue-White Spirits. Ooh, I don't know, Rolf. Try refreshing. Not that you can hear that, but if you can hear me. I guess if you can hear me, you don't need to. Blackburn is the Much Brew deck for this weekend, so videos coming Sunday night. Opponent passes. Well, let's go attacking. We have a Helix if something goes wrong, so see if we can close out the game. Opponent Vials. And Drog Skull Captain. We Helix. Oh, jeez. Wow! Opponent! Oh! Those are some pretty good draws. Holy. Okay. Opponent, no lands in their deck. Read the collection buying series from 2013 about buying selling collections. Was wondering if you think it was cost-efficient way to sell... The most cost-efficient way to sell 10, 20,000 bulk, not having an LGS nearby. I would probably put them on Craigslist and hope that you find a taker. I think that's the best bet. Alright, well. Goblin Dark Dwellers. Try this again. Draw a land for once, opponent. But yeah, if you're not going to do the LGS, you can sell them online. The problem is shipping gets to be cumbersome. Alright, well that's down. Pass the turn. Opponent, pass our... Oh, yes, we get... we do get a swamp. Alright. We get a swamp, which means we can start Lilianaing next turn, which is something. We might have time to do one game of Momir. Opponent gets in with the Spell Queller. Down to 11. Well, let's just play Liliana. Take it down. Come on. I feel like we're close. Alright, we get back a Helix. Helix our opponent. I don't feel like we can just attack into this open Ether Vial, though. It's so easy to get blown out. Opponent's down to 10. We're getting close. So Seth, all this talk of your background music has me wondering. I know you like stuff like Freak Fandango Orchestra, but is there other genres that you listen to often? I actually listen mostly to various indie music, indie rock. Do we attack here? But usually indie music. A lot of the music on the stream is actually not the music I listen to most, but it's the music that I can deal with the most that is also safe for YouTube and Twitch and won't get copyright issues. Because, like, about 100% of the music that I listen to in my personal life would have copyright issues. Alright, I guess we go attacking. See what our opponent does. I don't know. Maybe they're holding lands? So we hit our opponent. I guess we tick up Liliana. Discard Liliana. Alright, opponent apparently did draw lands. They were just all in hand. And then I guess we Dark Dweller. I mean, we might as well see if we can close out this game. Dark Dweller, Flashback Helix, put lethal on board. Helix our opponent, down to 5. A virtual 2, thanks to Bolt. Opponent has a path. Yup. We get a land out of our deck. Not sure if you asked before, but do you agree with the statement, Hour of Devastation is the best 5-mana Wrath in Standard? I think Fumigate is still better. I think Hour of Devastation, it's meta dependent. It could be the best 5-mana Wrath in Standard. It might be the best because it fits into blue-white control. Or the blue-red control. Well, let's take down so we can bolt. Opponent's X Firewalker. We go attacking. I think we got it. I think we got it. Whoo! Bolt our opponent. And we got the GGs! So, an interesting ride with Mardu Super Friends. Started off 2-0, beating Affinity and Burn. Then stumbled against Boggles, which was miserable. And a super close match against Dredge. Really crazy 3-game match where we were super close to winning. And then pulled it back together against Blue-White Spirits in the end. Favorite Gear Hulk? I'm going to go with... I'm going to go with... Jeez. I'm going to go with Combustible. As far as playing Standard, it's definitely not the best, or even close to it, but it draws cards and does cool things, and we played it in Panharmonicon. Alright, so... one chest. We only have a single chest to open, but we're going to crack it. So we have one chance to get something sweet. If we hit something that's expensive, maybe we'll spin the wheel again. But so we finished 3-2. Well, let's crack the chest, and then we'll talk really briefly about the deck. Then we'll do one quick game of Momir, and that'll wrap things up for tonight. So chest crack time. Come on, Moto. Give us something sweet. One shot at it. One shot. I don't even want to look. Contagion Engine. So, Contagion Engine, pretty sweet with Atraxa and Commander. Not necessarily a valuable card. I think it's worth something in paper now, but it's not worth anything on Magic Online. So, I mean, what do you expect with just one chest? So, the deck itself... I think it's actually sweet, and I think it has a lot of potential. I was very impressed by Goblin Dark Dweller. Was also impressed by Fall. Fall was insane. It did win us some games by being a super sweet Hymn to Turok. I'm interested in exploring Fall more because it seemed really good. Blightning we didn't get to cast as much as I would have liked, but I still think it's sweet. The problems we ran across is 4 fetches. Mana base was a concern. I think a more traditional fetch for shock mana base with maybe 8 fetches. It's really crazy to run tricolors with 4 fetch lands in Modern. So that was one thing that we ran into. We had to get kind of lucky to dodge Blood Moon one game because we couldn't fetch out our basics, and we got beat by Blood Moon one game because we couldn't fetch out our basics. Also, the sideboard, it has good cards in it, but I think if you're playing white, you get so many A++ sideboard cards: Stony Silence, Rest in Peace, Ley Lines, Paths. We don't have any paths or fatal pushes, and we didn't really get super punished for that, but I think the sideboard could use some amount of reworking as well. Kolaghan's Command is a little questionable in the sense, I mean, it seems like it's there to fight against Affinity because we don't really have many creatures. We have 4 Goblin Dark Dwellers, so we're not getting the grindy value. So I feel like this slot could be better used as Stony Silence probably. But overall, I think the deck is good, and it has some potential, and it did pretty well tonight, but it could use a few slight updates. So super excited, just made a blue-red budget standard control decks for 3 ticks. Awesome, Shadow Titan, that's super sweet. Why Blightning over Kolaghan's Command? I mean, Blightning makes your opponent discard 2 and does more damage. I think that's the main thing, is it deals more damage. So, let's see. Yeah, I think we have time. What's up, Vermin MX? I think we have time to do one quick game of Momir. So let's pull up the Momir list. Is it worth it to open treasure chests from prizes? No. You can do it for fun. You can do it like a lottery ticket. But you do make more money if you just sell them over the long haul. You can email me at saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com. So, Scratch, the best in.jpg, Niken, Nikor, Fearless Joe, Living Stony, Fried Lambs, Etika, Damnation, Sincos, Bolus 1818, Paradox Whispers, Solaris, Hilden Crenation, Pufferig, Jolt, Joel, Dark Puka, The Metal Michael, Count Black, anyone. If there's no one on that list that speaks up in the next 15 or so seconds, yeah, you can send me a link as well if you want to. All right, Dark Puka, are you interested in Momiring, Dark Puka? Because if you are, it's your time. And there's Puka. All right, 1 second, Puka. Let me pull up the Momir lay, and we get to close out our week of streaming with some super sweet Momir action. All right, it's Momir time. The Momir lay is up. Yeah, I think... Oh, yeah, reminder to everyone, because I see some people are leaving. It went pretty good, Trident. We finished 3-2, but the deck functioned pretty well, worked pretty well. No stream on Tuesday, just a reminder. No stream on Tuesday because it is the 4th of July, so we might do a random extra stream, but I don't know if we will for sure or not, but no stream on Tuesday. Awesome, Del Tora. Thank you for getting the sleeves. If you want to pick up some streams, head over to the merch page. Some sleeves. Head over to the merch page. You can get sleeves and tokens and playmats. Good way to support the stream and the site and the YouTube channel. I can't do the 0 drop. It's so bad. Yes. I don't think, other than the stream being canceled because it's on the actual holiday, I don't think anything else will be affected by the holiday. Opponent, 2 drop. The Delkin Heretic. When it deals damage to an opponent, draw a card. Well, hopefully we don't whiff on our 2 drop. Yeah, so everything else should go as scheduled. Ooh. Coralham Commander is actually pretty sweet. 4/4 flyer on by turn 4 is actually a pretty good threat in Momir. Opponent, Grave Bramble. Defender, Pro Zombies. Opponent passes. I think we make a 3 drop and then spend next turn leveling up our Coralhelm Commander all the way. Ooh, even more flyers. Chilling Shade. No snow mana, though. Oh, by the way, tell your buddies at Card Kingdom their sponsorship is working. I bought some booster boxes. Oh, awesome, Jay Zoller. I will pass that along. Yeah, it's super cool to have a sponsor for Against the Odds. And it's super cool that it's Card Kingdom, because this probably sounds like a content creator thing to say, but I really did use Card Kingdom before I did content or anything. That was when I was buying collections and buy listing all the time. They were always my favorite buy list to use, and probably the one that I used the most out of all buy lists. So that was kind of cool. TCG Player is great too. Hey, see you, Sean Carter. Have a great weekend. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I don't live in a great LGS area. Kind of far away from LGS's period, and the ones around here aren't very... they're hard to even describe, but they don't really have a lot of singles or the stuff that you could get. Not that I play that much in paper anyway. But like, to give you an idea, some of the LGSs that are within like a half hour of me actually don't even sell booster boxes. They'll only sell booster packs. That's how small they are. They don't even get enough booster boxes to just sell a booster box to someone. Soulbound Guardians gives everything vigilance. Opponent goes beaten down. Yep. Gets to draw. Alright, let's make a 5. Johnny Lifestrider. And I don't think we're going to go tapping. We're just going to keep attacking. Oh, yeah. Buying it online from... Yeah, that makes sense. Buying it from TCG and getting it from the LGS. Opponent, 6-drop. Ooh, Sphinx of Magosi. Well, that shuts down our aggression and can get super big if our opponent wants to go that route. Well, let's block with Lifestrider. Make a 6-drop. What do we get? Ooh, Triva the Renewer. When it deals combat damage to a player, you can pay 2 and a white. Choose a color, gain 1 life for each permanent of that color. Doesn't actually get through Sphinx of Magosi, though. Especially if our opponent starts putting counters on it. Here's a link. You can try it if you ever have the time. Ooh. Yeah, I messed around with a deck like that. I'm interested to try it with that new 3-drop Prowess Flyer. I don't remember the name of it. The uncommon that puts a spell back on top of your deck. Seems like it could work really good in a deck like that. Deceiver forms the beginning of combat step on your turn. Or reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature, that's not going to do anything. Basically just an 8/8. Well, let's pass. The Sphinx is going to take over the game. Draws a card, gets a counter. Thoughts on black-green Nissa in Modern? Likely Alien. Oh, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Sora, I don't know what your email is. I did get a bunch of emails this morning. So I'm going to say I probably did. But I don't see one that says Sora. But I'm assuming that it's there. Was it about, like, an article? I did get one about... Oh, opponent, it's Denizen of the Deep. All right, well, now we win. Oh, Denizen of the Deep. Losing games of Momir for as long as Momir's been a format. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we put our opponent to 1. Well, I guess we just attack with the Flyers. All Regent, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our 8-month resubscriber. Thank you, thank you. Played my first modern event with green-black Emrakul and went 3-1. Awesome! That's super sweet. Yeah, it's a really fun deck. If you dodge the graveyard hate, it can actually do some pretty powerful things. And Emrakul is still pretty powerful in Modern. This is on stream. Momir is... Yeah, it actually is similar to Hearthstone in some ways. Scar Goliath for our opponent. Not going to save the day against our horde of flyers. Well, so far our Momir luck is good. Whoa, you beat a main deck relic deck? That's very impressive. Blood Dog. What's your email, Blood Dog? Alright, we get to keep. Oh, what's our opponent doing? We ended up 3-2 Digital Chaos. We lost to Dredge and Boggles, beat Affinity, Blue-White Spirits, and Burn. Opponent has a Mountain. Well, we'll Mountain. Pass the turn. Alright, let me see. Oh, it looks really sweet. It's a pretty interesting take on a ramp deck. Got lots of ramp, lots of cool big things. Be interested to see how Harvest Season works out. When it blocks, Spine Crusher, when it blocks, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Remove a counter, it can't be blocked. Okay, not super threatening. Chest was bad. Contagion, Engine, and 2 commons. Or uncommons, I don't remember. Quickening Lizard. Oh, these things are so weird. 1/1 can become an aura that gives something first strike, which gives it this weird ability to, like, block things, because you can turn it into an aura after blocks. Woolly Spider, Pro Tour All-Star from 1994, or something like that. Do you like Bump in the Night? Just asking, because it's probably one of my favorite cards. Well, Del Toro, we're playing Blackburn for Much Brew on Sunday. And Bump in the Night is one of the best black burn spells. It is really sweet. The problem with it seeing too much modern play is, I mean, it's fine as just a Lava Spike. Lava Spike sees play in modern burn, but the flashback doesn't happen very often. Getting it actually up to 6 mana is pretty rare for a lot of decks, especially burn decks. 2013 Modern Masters box price is nearly equal to TCG Mid. Interesting. Well, good time to crack a box. Could you play Winding Constrictor level up deck? Horsemanship. So we are never going to block that thing. That's like super flying in Momir. I guess we could hit a horsemanship thing, but that would be pretty unlikely. Curse Monstrosity, flying when it becomes the target of a spell or ability. Sack it unless you discard a land card. It's like naturally built for Momir. Mardu Superfriends, we ended up 3-2. Beat Affinity, Burn, and Spirits. Lost to Dredge in what ended up being a really epic 3-game match, but we ended up losing and got crushed by Boggles nut draws. Good God, Boggles. Oh, I hate Boggles. Flood Chaser, remove a counter, target land becomes an island until end of turn. I guess it's good if our opponent ever hits an Island Walker. Drooling Gruden. Sack a creature, +2/+2, -2, -2. Okay. Well, let's get in with our flyer. Pass the turn. Are Hour of Devastation cards good enough to buy a booster box? Oh, The Boggles player came by and apologized. I didn't see that. That's actually really funny. So most of the time, booster boxes are going to be a worse financial deal than buying singles. So in that sense, if there's specific cards you want from the set, you're going to do better money-wise if you just buy them as singles. But I think it's a fine-ish deal. Quicksilver Behemoth is pretty bad. Well, get in with our monstrosity. I feel like we might be losing this race. Pass the turn. I believe all the invocations have been revealed. It's a weird number. I believe there's 24 for... Oh, dear. Yep. That's a Crater Hoof. Good way to close out a game of Momir. So, Card Kingdom actually doesn't sponsor the YouTube channel or the stream or anything. They just specifically sponsor the Against the Odds series. Although, I do really... I've always said good things about Card Kingdom anyway, just because I've had good experiences with them. So, I mean, I'm not going to discourage you from buying stuff from Card Kingdom, because I was singing their praises before they sponsored Against the Odds, just because they always... Most of my experiences with them were selling cards, and they were always very just good. They were timely, and they seemed to grade cards fairly. Enters the battlefield, gets plus X plus 0, where X is the number of red mana symbols. Alright, so 2-1 haste, I guess, is okay-ish. A Momir emblem is usually around $10. You can get it from the store for, I think, $10. Ooh, man. It's a mana dork. You can get it for around that from various bots. It usually fluctuates a little bit, getting it from a bot. So I don't know if it'll be a little more or a little less. Benelish Veteran. So a 2-2, that's a 3-3 when it attacks. Yeah, I would still sell cards to them if I was buying and selling cards a lot. I haven't had time to do the collection buying thing as much as I used to. Although I've been keeping my eyes open. I kind of want to try out doing a collection buying video. Like, I never remember the name of the channel that does it, but I think it's actually a cool idea. So if I come across a collection at some point, I'll try to pick it up and maybe do a video of it. Ooh! Oh, Oracle is the nuts. Oh my goodness, it's so good. Oh, oh my god. Oh, I don't think I've ever had an Oracle in Momir. That's got to be like the greatest feeling. Because our deck is all lands, so we just get 2 lands off the top every turn for free. Opponent gets a 5. Talon Render. The downside is our opponent could potentially just kill us in the air. And they have a mana dork too, but that's some serious ramp. Play a swamp off the top. Play a mountain off the top. Make a 7. Hope we don't get phaged. This is probably going to get us to Emeralds and stuff. Or Oak Gnarl Warrior. Big ol' 5/7. And no attacks. Yeah, it seems pretty good for Momir. I don't think it's the best. Still, things that just win you the game on the spot are probably the best, like Phyrexian Revoker, but it is very strong. Do you think Oracle or Amera Tendrils is the best card in Momir? Best card in Momir, that's actually hard to say. Oracle's great because it gives you early ramp. What's the most... I think the best cards are probably like Platinum Empyrean, Avacyn. I guess Amera Tendrils or whatever it is similar to Avacyn in that way. Phyrexian Revoker is probably the single best because it just literally wins you the game because you can name Momir Avatar. Hey, speaking of Avacyn, on our list of the best hits, I feel like we're in good shape now. Oh, this was a silly attack. Our opponent can block. People really want to see Sphinx of Chimes for against the odds. I really need to put it on the poll. It's an interesting design. Fate's Untouchable, gotta be like the worst card. Raphaelos is good. The only problem is I don't play many forests, but if you play a forest heavy build, it's really good. I don't know why Phyrexian Revoker can hit it. Apparently it's considered a magic card. But it is a thing that can happen. I do that much is confirmed. World Gorger, I think, loses you the game more than it wins you the game in Momir, since all your stuff is tokens. Opponent gets Eater of Days. Would have been more scary if all of our stuff wasn't indestructible. Jeez. This Oracle. Play land, play land. We're just going to go all the way. We get to make an 11, and then a 13, then a 15. And that should... Ooh, Pathraiser. That's pretty good. Now we might as well attack with our Avacyn. Opponent takes it down to 9. Yeah, I feel like our Momir luck is strong. Just want to thank you for all the content. As someone who lives like an hour away from an LGS, rarely get to go, I thank you. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it, Dolores, and thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I think we're going to start making some Emeralds. We're going to Emrakul the next turn, and then probably a big Emrakul the following turn. At least like a decent chance. This is Weisiger. Definitely recommend checking them out. You can get a lot of their music, a lot of his music for free from Bandcamp. Also, MTG fan. So, kind of cool to support someone who enjoys the game and is involved in the game. I don't know if he does tournaments and stuff, but it was funny. I was actually Weisiger, V-I-S, let me double check the spelling. V-I-S-A-G-E-R. I think Bandcamp is where I got most of his music. So I've been using Weisiger's music for quite a while on the stream. And someone asked on Reddit what my playlist was. And I typed it out. And then I got a response. One of the responses in the Reddit thread was the person actually makes the music. It's one guy that goes by Weisiger as like their band name or stage name. And it was like, oh, like, that's awesome. I like your content, and it's really sweet. So it was kind of cool to, like, randomly had been using his music, and he had randomly been keeping up on my content to some extent. We didn't even know it. I didn't even know he was a Magic player or anything. So kind of random. We'll go Path Raising. Let me see if I can get a link. Here, I will link the Bandcamp. That's the Bandcamp. So have you ever tried making a Grim Reminder deck? I have not tried Grim Reminder. Seems like another good against the odds possibility. It's a cool idea. The problem is, how do you... I mean, I like the Vault Scourge. That's the best part. Vault Scourge against Affinity. The deck's hilarious. I kind of want to play it now, because it just has random cards from a lot of popular decks. Which is basically what you got to do with Grim Reminder. I actually like... It looks really funny, and I like the idea. I'll pass the turn. This is Freak Fandango Orchestra, Monkey Said. Yeah, Countryside Crusher, Phage, Leveler are all cards that just lose you the game on the spot. Tried out 2 Ticks Red today, was having a lot of fun, really struggles against zombies though. Any suggestions? Zombies is a problem. I'm not sure what the solution is. Maybe some sort of falter effect to... maybe some sort of falter effect to get in the damage, but that is a difficult matchup. Well, I think we got it. We can spend 15 just to go for double Emeralds. Yeah, Destructive Tampering is very good. Well, I mean, we might as well spin for a 15, just in case we don't get it. Well, tag with everything, and I think that we're going to Eldrazi our way to a win here. We missed! We got the worm! One of the, what, 3 15 drops in the game? 2 15? I think there's 3. I can't think of the other one. Draco? Maybe it's just Worm and Emrakul, and I'm misremembering. And good game, Puka. Thanks for the match. Draco's 16, alright. I don't remember. Maybe it's just Worm and Emrakul and it's 50-50. I'm rusty on my Momir converted mana cost. Well, I think that wraps it up for tonight, everyone. So 3-2 with Mardu Super Friends. Deck is sweet, mana base, and sideboard updates, I think, but seemed pretty solid, and it was pretty fun to play, and pretty, it seemed like a decent deck. Rise Fall, super awesome. So anyway, MTG Goldfish Replay YouTube. That's where you can find all the old streams, including this one in the future. The normal YouTube channel. Spoiler videos all week for Hour Devastation, Commander Clash tomorrow, Much Brew featuring the infamous Blackburn deck on Sunday, so keep an eye out for that. Also, Ultra Budget Standard deck for Budget Magic on Monday. And the merch page is where you can get playmats and t-shirts and all that sweet stuff to support the stream and the channel and the site. And one more time, no stream Tuesday, 4th of July holiday, so I don't know, definitely be here on Thursday, maybe a random makeup stream if there's time. I can't promise it, but I will try if I can find a place to squeeze it in, so we'll see. Anyway, everyone, thanks for hanging out, thanks for the subs, thanks for the donations. You all are awesome. Have a wonderful weekend, maybe a long weekend if you're here in the US. Regardless, have a great weekend. SCG Invitational this weekend. Check out the new standard in the sweet modern format. Have a great weekend, and I will talk to you soon.